Scripster, I'm more than you can afford. Come down the stairs and eat your brains, and probably you'll have destroyed your knee, all you can eat. Everybody is Scripster, I'm more than you can avoid. We'll eat all the cares of the boys,
Buy Creepsters and help us make it the #1 comic in Australia and the world. So, why did you give Mike permission to draw your Bigfoot Bill in his newest Monster Hunt comics?
I love helping Mike out as a fellow Christian. I've told him, burn every bridge you got, and if everything goes wrong, just fall back on your video game money. I mean, it's a simple plan that I've stuck to, and I don't know why he won't do it.
Yes.
What the hell? That's just weird.
Yes.
You're the last person I want to talk about this movie with.
Oh, why? Because you don't want to get in your pajamas with me, Nasser?
That's sick.
Yes.
Mike, dance with your wife some more. Why you're like to me? You're like that clown with the red rooster, Mitch Pencilneck Breitweiser. Why did he get a pretty wife? Why did you get a pretty wife? Where's my pretty wife?
And I go in there, and Mike is sitting there, leaned back in his chair with sunglasses on, and he goes, "You're in quite a pickle, aren't you, Ethan?"
Do that laugh again. That's
I can't. Yeah, I mean, it was something else. He's like, "You're in quite the pickle, aren't you, Ethan?"
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
No, don't do that.
Oh, yes.
Liam Gray says, Doug, do you denounce Nasser?
No, there's no need to. Nasser does it himself every day.
No, folks, we're going to have a Saturday night slumber party massacre with Nasser. Yes.
What are you talking about?
Yes, it's going to be a massacre with Nasser. Saturday night slumber party.
Bring me Ethan and John. Bring them to me now.
Bring me Ethan and John. Bring them to me now. Welcome, everybody. Afterlife with Nasser, episode 152. Good morning, Comicsgate. Malin Militia. How is everybody doing today? Welcome, everybody. I know it's been almost a week since I did a stream. I've just been incredibly busy. And also, I don't want to stream without topics. So I've just, for the past however long, I've just really been trying to take Ethan's advice, because for a while there, I had done a lot of just boring streams with no topics. And Ethan said to me once, just don't do a stream if you don't have a topic. And I was like, that's a good point. So just haven't had any topics in a few days. And I've just been busy. My niece and nephew are in town. They were in town for Thanksgiving, and they're still here for a few more days. And I've just been spending time with my niece and nephew. So I haven't had a ton of time to stream. But I found a little bit of time here this morning. I was writing, but my niece and nephew are asleep. So I was like, you know what? I never usually stream this early, but I think I should, because I'm probably not going to be able to once they wake up. And they stayed up super late last night. Like, they woke me up, and it was like 2 a.m, and I woke up because I heard them talking. I'm like, why are you guys still up? Oh, man. I wish I had the energy that these kids had. But anyways, guys, we got 10 people here in the chat. Should I put my camera on? I look hideous this morning. I don't know. I've been doing my camera a little bit lately. I even scared myself there, guys. My hair is all messy. It's, I woke up with this ugly hair. I didn't fix it or anything for the stream. I know I look hideous, you guys. But let me check in with the chat. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up and share out the link, please, guys. Although I'm sure most people are still asleep. But, of course, there's a link for Creepsters and our Cyber Monday. I almost said Black Friday. Our Cyber Monday deal is still going on. I did put that up on Thanksgiving, and it's up until midnight tonight. That's when we're taking it down. So check out the Creepsters Cyber Monday deal. We'll look a little more in depth into this in a minute here. There's the link for my slasher books on Amazon. There's the link for my Patreon, for my shirts on Teespring, including Creepster shirts. And we've got a Pirate 12 already saying, end the stream. Pirate, what happened to your Creepsters NFT? You took it down? I'm heartbroken. You know, me and Soy Rage, we worked hard on those Creepsters NFTs, and people were using them as their little avatar on YouTube. And Pirate had one, and so did Yucky Gum here, but he took his down. Why? You guys, it hurts. Determined Sheepy says, I cannot believe it. Nasser's road was so long. He's had many transitions. First robot to human to scammed human to gay human to canceled human to final form, some sort of bulldog. Determined Sheepy, I hate you so much. P Money says, Nasser, I'm trying to sleep. It's too early to kick you. Well, since I'm up, kick Nasser. Thank you very much, P Money. Thank you very much. All right, guys, let's take a look at the Cyber Monday deal. Let me share my screen. Oh, okay, Pirate says, oh, okay, when I get a chance, I'll put it back for you, little man. Thank you, Pirate. Let me share my screen here. And let me show you guys. I put in the title of this, or not in the title of the stream, but on the thumbnail, rather. I did put that Chomper needs your help, and he does. Because this dog is going to kill Chomper unless we sell out of the Cyber Monday deal. This dog is going to kill Chomper. Look at him. Look at his eyes. He's hungry. He's going to kill him. He's going to kill Chomper. Chomper needs you guys' help. Look, Chomper thinks this guy's a friend. This dog is licking his head, licking his ear. Chomper's here smiling. Chomper's here having a good time. He doesn't know what's coming. And this dog is going to kill him. But the dog said the only way he won't kill Chomper is if you guys buy the Cyber Monday deal. Now, the Cyber Monday deal, we've got 48 out of 50 of them left. Only 2 people so far have cared about Chomper enough not to let him die. We really need your help, you guys. We really need your help. So, for the Cyber Monday deal, you get Stardust, you get Trixie Kane Blood Reaper, which is going to be rebooted. So, you guys are going to want this original book because it's going to be rare once it gets rebooted and there's a new series, and you guys could be like, I had book 1 before it was cool. You could also get Asyle and Secret Comics Presents and Creepsters book 1 and the Chomper plush toy. So all 5 of these books and the toy, it's $100, you guys. That is a great deal considering what these books all go for. Stardust, this is the first print of Stardust. That goes for like $25. Trixie goes for 20 to 25. Asyle, we were selling that for 14, and Secret Comics Presents for 15. And Creepsters, I mean, that's $30. If you just bought this book by itself, that's $30. And if you bought the Chomper toy by itself, that's $30. Together, that's $60 right there between these two. So that's basically $60 for Creepsters and the toy, and then $10 each for the other 4 books. That's a great deal, considering these all go for more than $10. Asyle, Secret Comics Presents, Trixie, Stardust, these all go for more than $10. So that's a great deal, you guys. And you need to get it because the dog is going to kill Chomper. I don't want Chomper to die. This vicious dog is going to tear him apart. Yucky Gum says, what kind of small, scary creatures are scared of dogs? Yucky Gum. Creepsters is only based on a true story, on real characters, on Chomper. Chomper's real, of course, and you can see him here in the picture. But Chomper in the book does, it's more exaggerated than Chomper in real life. See, Chomper right here is just a furball. He's got no powers, no real story. He just exists. He doesn't have these powers and abilities in real life. Like, he could bite things and chomps all big and eat stuff. He can't do that in real life. He's just a little toy. So it's only based on a real Chomper. So this dog, oh my goodness, his vicious jaws. He's gonna rip Chomper in half, guys. We need to stop this. 13 people in here. I know probably none of you have bought this Cyber Monday tier, so you guys all need to do that. Let me stop my screen. Let me take you guys over here, and we'll take a look at the campaign. I was pretty sad yesterday, guys, because somebody refunded both of their purchases. 16 days left to go, guys. 229 backers. We're at $14,106. Somebody refunded like $70 worth of books and toys, and I was just so upset yesterday. I was like, no. But guys, get the Cyber Monday deal. See, it's the featured one here. 2 out of 50 claimed. I guess you guys don't like Chomper enough to save him from that doggy that's going to destroy him. We actually did get a new page. Let me actually show you guys the new page. I haven't put it up on the campaign yet. It's over on Twitter. Well Hung and Doug says, why are you streaming over Finatra? Finatra's not streaming, is he? I checked YouTube. I was like, who's streaming? I was like, let me check who's streaming. I didn't see Finatra. I sent Finatra the link. I didn't see he's not live, is he? I don't see anything. I don't see anything in my feed. Let me search for his channel. Let's see. Lord Finatra. If he's live, oh, it did not come up in my feed. I don't know why. Huh. Yeah, you're right. He is live. How long has he been live? Oops. I had the volume up on my phone. How long has he been live? He started streaming 5 hours ago. I didn't know he was live. That's probably why I didn't see my feed. It was so buried. I gave him a thumbs up. I'm going to super chat him. Let's see. I'm about to EFAP you. Come by my channel. Wait, message not sent. Edit and try again. This is so gay. Okay, let's see. I'm about to EFAP you. Let's see. Why won't it send? It's telling me message not sent. Edit and try again. Fine, I won't super chat. I'm about to EFAP you. Wait, did he take away my wrench? Am I hidden on his channel? My messages aren't showing up. What's going on? Let me just type hello. Okay, the hello showed up. I'm gonna... Let's see. How am I even gonna do... Why is it hiding the word EFAP? This is so weird. I don't know. Why'd Finatra take away my wrench? This is weird. But I'm gonna EFAP him in a little bit, actually. I've got his other stream pulled up. Let me see what's going on. We got Amit Reina in the chat. Well Hung and Dung says he needs that money for a haircut. Yeah, send super chat money for a haircut. Pirate says, you know, he is streaming you dork. No, I didn't. I checked my feed. He didn't come up in my feed. I had to go right to his channel to find it. Don't worry. His stream is going to be taken down for copyrights as testify. The German Chief says, Finny is boring anyways. He's playing with Legos. Well, he should come by my channel. Let me see. I'm going to say, come on my stream. Okay, that one went through. For some reason, EFAP won't go through, but that one went through. Can't believe he took away my wrench. Let's see. What else is going on with you guys? We got Robert Shepard here in the chat. Nice to see you here, dude. Gigadeath in the chat. Hail Nasser in chat testifies as hail. Pirate says he took everyone's wrenches. No, he didn't, because I see like Mortal V, Lord Crackhead, Brother Gaius, BA, Well Hung and Dung. They all have wrenches on his channel. I'm looking at the chat. Why don't I have a wrench? There was some drama this morning. What did I miss this morning? Could you recap it for me, Pirate? Pirate. Everyone says Pirate. It looks like Pirate to me. What happened? Was there drama did I miss drama this morning? Because I do have pulled up his stream from like 3 days ago with talking about the Leroy drama, and I'm going to be EFAPing that. But if there was drama this morning, I want to talk about that too. Let's see. We got Helmut in the chat. I see you here, dude. I'm just asking if Finn had another meltdown. You guys remember? It must have been like late last year, maybe early this year, when Finatra had like a solid 2 months straight of just all meltdowns. You guys remember that? Finatra had like 2 months straight where every stream he was just having a meltdown. Do you guys remember that? That was probably like January or February maybe of this year. You guys remember that? Let's see. Someone was timing people out in the chat, says Pirate. Huh. So he took everyone's running. I don't time people out. Let's see. I was just timed out. F that, says Robert Shepard. I wonder if they timed me out. Let's see. I'm gonna stream snipe this. Let's see. No, I'm not timed out, but did it go through? Yeah, it went through. I don't know if I'm gonna stream snipe him or just EFAP his stream from a few days ago. Pirate says, I hate both Testify and Nasser, so I did not care. Oh, she says, and then he was torn between Testify and Nasser, but she hates both, so she doesn't care. Oh, come on, Perrette. Blame Creepsters campaign. I'm gonna blame all of you guys when that dog kills Chomper. Let me go back to it. Yeah, I gotta show you guys that new page. But let me show you guys when this dog kills Chomper. I'm gonna blame all of you guys. This dog says the only way he's not gonna kill Chomper is if we sell out of that Cyber Monday tier. So come on, guys. Let's get some backers on it. There's 48 of them left. But let me go back to my profile here, and I'll show you guys the new Creepsters page. Where is it? Here we go. The battle for Perdita Cove begins. Let me zoom in here so you guys can see this. We're going to do a couple some slight changes, hardly even noticeable to this page. But here it is anyways, because I don't know when I'm going to get the changes in, because the artist is working on the next page right now. But once he's done with that one, I'm going to have a couple small changes in here. But this is such an awesome page, because look at Fangs. He comes rolling in. I love this. They look how they roll. Like I just love it. It's just he makes it look better than it was in my mind. I was like, yeah, they roll like critters, and then this is how he made them roll, and it's actually a lot better than in my mind. But here it is, this awesome fight between Chomper and Fangs. Oh, it's just so beautiful. And look at him. He's trying to protect Max. He pushes Max out the way. Max falls out of the treehouse. And just look at that blurring effect. Oh, I just love it. It's just such a beautiful page. This is page 34. Determined Sheepy says, I can be torn between Testify and Nasser. I like them both and look forward to Testify and Jabba's comic book together. Well, I don't know who could like Testify. But thanks, Determined Sheepy. Aunt Raina says, yes, I remember him in his meltdowns. He was giving Liam a run for his money. Yes. That was like the best time for Finatra's channel was when he was having his meltdowns earlier this year. Larry Romano says, I'm not torn. I like Nasser and hate Testify. I think that's everybody's answer. Revermain says, who do we need to be mad at? I don't know yet. We're gonna get into this. We're gonna get into this soon. Let's see. Amatram's laughing at me. Says 48 left. LOL. Determined Sheepy says, I'm mad at the French. Rev remains. They let Charlemagne die. Okay. Malcolm Reynolds 7 says, your shipping cost is almost the same cost as the books for me. Otherwise, it'd be an easy sell for me. Ooh. Yeah. International folks. I'm sorry. But it really is expensive to ship you guys stuff. Especially if you're getting a tier with a toy. Because, it's just if I'm just sending you the books, it's one thing, but sending you the toy, it's going to be a lot bigger of a package, and it's tough. I'm sorry, guys, because international shipping does cost a lot, and the prices go up every year. I'm sorry, guys, but I got to charge what I got to charge. It's just if I charged any less than that, it just wouldn't make sense. Philnet says Doggo eats Chomper at the end. Testify says, I must be doing something right no matter what channel I go to. People are talking about me. Testy. Let's see. Revermain says, Determined Sheepy, I've never forgiven the French, so I'm on board. Well, I think Pirate or Perret in the chat is French, so I hate the French as well. Pirate Tall says, hail CG Satan, hail. Testy is CG Satan. Let me share my screen here, and let me take you guys over to, where'd I put this? Oh, here it is. I wanted to take a look at this. This is the stream that Finatra did from 3 days ago, and I completely missed this part until I saw it on the farms, and I watched like a minute or two of this, and I was like, you know what? This will be good stream material. We'll watch this. So I came on this stream at some point, like later on, probably around like here-ish, maybe. I think I came on towards the end, and I'd open up this stream, and people, like, as soon as I open up the stream, I saw people in the chat mentioning my name, and they're like, CG Hitman, and it could have been Nasser. I'm like, what? Oh, what'd I miss? And then I got a little bit of a recap, and people were like, there's this guy, Leroy, and he said there was a CG Hitman after him, and he took down his channel, and I think the dude's name is Jack Stafford. This dude in the chat was like, Leroy didn't like you, so that's why you took down his channel. And I'm like, huh? I took down his channel, and they were like, he was getting dox threats. I'm like, well, if he doesn't like me, he sure as hell didn't back my books. I don't even know who this dude is. And people are like, did you do anything? Do you have anything to do with it? Finatra was like, if you had something to do with this, I'm not going to associate with you. I'm like, why would you just assume I had something to do with this? I didn't know who Leroy was. And people are like, he didn't like you. I'm like, well, I didn't even know who he was. Then how would I even know he didn't like me? But people were just bringing this up, and they were like, did you hear about Leroy and blah, blah, blah. And people thought this was interesting. It really seems like a big nothing burger to me. This dude was like, I got a dox threat, so I deleted my channel. I think if you were getting dox threats, you just say who did it. Testify says, we're being sarcastic, Nasser. No one thinks you are the CG sniper. No, the Jack Stafford dude was not being sarcastic. The Jack Stafford dude really does hate me, and he's always talking smack about me. I know some of the people are being sarcastic, but not Jack Stafford. Jack Stafford was like, it could have been you. You had a motive. Pirate says, apparently someone refunded twice to on his campaign. Yeah, somebody actually yesterday they did refund twice. Somebody refunded like $70 worth of books. I was so upset because I got the refund emails and I was like, well, maybe this person refunded so they could get the Cyber Monday tier. And then they never backed again. I was just like, no. But whenever I get a refund, I always just assume, hey, the person needed some money. Maybe they needed money urgently, and this was something they could refund and get later. Let's see what else is going on. Pyra says Jack Stafford is her hero. Testify says I talked to Jack. He thought it was funny us riling you up. Are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure that dude hates me. I thought he was a Liam simp. Robert Shepard says Jack is my friend and F. Leroy. Dermot Cheapy says I like Jack Stafford, but yeah, he doesn't like you. What did you do? Pooping his cornflakes? Yeah, which is it? Testy, Determined Cheapy? Like Testy's like, oh, he thought it was funny, and Determined Cheapy's like, yeah, Jack doesn't like you. Which one is it, guys? I don't know. I don't know. Testy says he might hate you, but he doesn't think you are the one who threatened Leroy. Alrighty then. But still, I thought this was interesting because people were talking about it. We might as well listen to it. And Yucky Gum says, yeah, he is a Liam simp. All right, let's play this. Let me unmute it here. Well, actually, hold up. I got to mute for just a second. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Somebody came down here. So, anyways, sorry about that. Now let me unmute this, and now we're gonna get into it.
What's up, Ethan?
Hi guys.
Hey man, how you doing?
Where did Finatra go? Why did he disappear when I showed up?
Because I'm a boring fuck. That's why.
Oh, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Why did Testify leave?
I don't know.
Because he was the smartest guy and he just wanted to tell us.
Ethan, I have to reiterate something. I'm still feeling the pain from not hitting the StreamYard link yesterday. I'm a very, very needy fat man.
You are.
Testify says I just paid someone to bring a 1-gallon can of orange paint to Liam's house. Why would you do that, Testify? Come on. Don't do that to poor Liam.
You took over my show, motherfucker. You took over my show.
Yeah. I'm a needy fuck. I mean, I'm sorry, but you know.
Oh, my bad.
Welcome, Ethan.
Welcome. So, all right, I'm piecing this together. I woke up this morning. Leroy is gone off of YouTube now.
Yeah.
That's weird.
No, it isn't that weird. What do you guys know about it?
He said that shit from day one, that if he ever came
sure.
too popular, that he would walk away. And I said, "Are you serious?" I was like, "If you got 1,000, 5,000, and so much time," he's like, "Yep, I'll walk away." I was like, "You're crazy." He's like, "Yep," and that's what he said. A year and a half ago. That's exactly what he did.
Well, I don't think that's why it happened. He did a live stream the other day, and on the chat. Who's making all that? Is that Finatra? If you're making that noise, you're allowed to. It's your stream. But if it's someone else, it's you, right?
Now go ahead, Ethan.
Huh?
Go ahead. You got the stage.
Oh.
Anyway.
Oh, he's eating. That's okay, man.
Yeah. No. I'm just saying if someone else is doing that, that's not cool. If you're doing it, it's your show. You're allowed.
And if you guys want to come in and talk about this stuff, by the way, here's the StreamYard link. I'm inviting you guys in because none of my guests have come on. They might all be asleep.
Oh yeah. So Leroy did a show the other day where it was just like, hey, I'm not gonna back Gabe. Dan Frag is hanging by a thread. You know what I mean? Like all this stuff, like
which what a cringe stream to make. What a cringe stream. I mean, of course I haven't watched it, but it just sounds cringe to be like, I'm not gonna back Gabe, even though Gabe hasn't made a book yet.
He was complaining about the lateness of some Comicsgate books. And that was like that was something else. I mean, it was just like it was kind of like a call to arms. I was like, holy shit. He said Cecil's joke is not funny anymore. And
imagine being upset at Cecil's joke that cash grab is a cash grab.
And I'm doing a live stream okay, all right. In order, this is what happened. So he did that, and I got notified about it by somebody who is in all of these streams all the time. I got a message on Twitter, a DM from somebody going, do you see what's going on here? There's, this is terrible for Comicsgate. This guy is saying this stuff on a live stream. And I kind of responded by saying, you know what? Well, making a big issue of it's only going to make it worse.
Yep.
Like if you're right, you know what I mean? Like being like, hey, it's only going to make it worse. So you just let people have their opinions and just leave them alone. And that was it. Now you all know who this was, who sent me this message.
No.
I don't know.
No, I mean, I'm just saying, if I told you, you'd be like, oh yeah, that dude. So anyway, then I'm doing a live stream last night, and I pretty much completely forgotten about this whole thing. And Comics Exposed comes on. He's sending me super chats, basically saying, where's Rec Planet, and you're late and all this stuff. And finally he said, I'd like to come on the stream and discuss it with you. And I was like, yeah, shit. All right, come on, let's talk about it. So brought him on, and he's sitting there saying the same exact stuff that like Leroy and Vanessa were saying on their show. And I said, you're parroting like their talking points. And he goes, that's because I agreed with them. Okay, that's fine. So then, we had that conversation. It went okay, I think. And then I get, as soon as the stream ends, I get a message from Leroy saying, I'm getting all kinds of hate. I'm getting dox threats. From creators in this community.
Right.
And first of all, when I hear like I'm getting dox threats, I got to be honest with you.
You don't take it seriously.
People.
Yeah, it's the same thing as when like SJWs go or feminists go, I'm getting death threats. It's like, well, if you are, like, produce them. You know what I mean? Like,
right. I've never understood that. I'm getting threats, but I'm not gonna name them.
If somebody's saying I'm gonna dox you,
which I'm not saying it didn't happen, by the way. I'm just saying if it happened, then just name them.
Can we just see who's doing that, please?
Show the receipt.
Yeah, absolutely. Like every single time, I want to know, especially if it's someone in this fandom. Like if it's somebody here, I want to know who it is. But anyway, what I said to Leroy was, I just said, dude, I said, welcome to the public arena. Yeah, you come out and it's one thing to be a customer, but as soon as you become like a quote unquote influencer, like you're on live streams and you express opinions, you're gonna get what you call hate. And by the way, you have no idea what it's like to get hate, actual hate. Like, you don't have like an enormous.
Well, not on your level, absolutely not. Or he doesn't either. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you guys want to come on and talk about this, here's the StreamYard link.
I just hear that and I kind of go, that's cute. That's nice.
Welcome to the.
Damn it! Did the same people dox me right that Liam's computer? Well, as the person that personally did hack Liam's computer, no, it was not me. The Termin Chief does not give Pirate 12 a wrench for the laws. We need more antics around here. Okay, let me go over to the YouTube tab. Where are you? I don't see you, Pirate. You haven't. Okay, there you are. Let's see, add moderator. There you go, Pirate. You have a wrench now. He says, I have a theory, but it's probably wrong. Smiling Bandito, aka Smiling Doxito. That's actually a good theory. That's I mean, it could be wrong, but I wouldn't put it past Smiling Doxito. Let's see. Reverend Main says he's terrified you're coming for him. Vilned says, all I know about Leroy is that there are a small group of creators that sim for him. I really don't. I never heard of him until this stuff happened. Robert Shepard says, I blame Smeller. Did you guys see what I posted on Twitter, by the way, the other day? I was at the bookstore in the mall, and they had a section of like clearance graphic novels. I didn't buy anything, though. There's nothing there that actually interested me. But there was one of Smeller's Injustice. I think it was volume 1 hardcover. And it was marked down to like $7 and some change. I was like, poor Smeller. Everything he does just decreases in value. Testy says, I was the one who hacked Liam's computer through his television. Determined GB, we should all blame Smeller. Yes, and 30 people in here. Hit that thumbs up, thumbs down, whichever one you want. Share out the link to the stream, please. And come on here, you guys. We can talk about this stuff because I know this has been a pretty hot topic. Oh, here's Comics Exposed. Hey, dude, how are you doing?
How's it going, Nasser?
I'm doing good, man. Just here streaming this morning before my niece and nephew wake up. I've been helping watch them for the past week and haven't had time to do a stream. But they're asleep right now. They stayed up super late. So I'm like, you know what? I've got time. I could do a stream, even though I don't usually stream this early.
Yeah, I thought it was. I saw you stream and I was like, what's going on? Oh, hey,
yeah.
Just before we go further, here we go. Malin Militia, baby.
Oh, hell yeah. Love that shirt.
What are we talking about here? What's going on with Lord Finatra here on this? I haven't seen this. I haven't seen this stream.
Well, this is from like 3 days ago, and they were talking about the Leroy stuff, which I guess Ethan's just kind of confused. Like, do you guys know anything about this? And everybody else is like, no, we're confused. We know nothing. And Ethan was just saying, like, if you're really getting dox threats, you kind of got to show them, name them. I think you were just mentioned here actually in the stream. I know you were on Ethan's stream, but I didn't get a chance to watch it. So I don't know what you and Ethan talked about.
Yeah, I feel kind of, I don't know if I'm responsible for any of this. I gotta be honest with you, but I don't even know. Yeah, I hope that that's not, I hope Leroy didn't do or feels like he had to do what he did because of something I did. I really didn't want that to happen. I just was like, I told Ethan, I said, I didn't even know about what was going on until he streamed about Leroy's stream.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went and watched Leroy's stream with the chat and Vanessa and everything. And I was like, well, I feel this way about some of this stuff. And then that's how I, that's how Ethan and I got to talking the other night is because of me super chatting or whatever. And then talking about that. But I hope that, I mean, Leroy, if you're listening or see, I did not mean to contribute to what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, it's just unfortunate he deleted his channel. I mean, I really don't know him, but I mean, I don't want anybody to just delete their channel because they're getting threats or something. But I really think what he should have done instead of deleting his channel was he should have just called out whoever it was that threatened him. And I don't know who it was, but that stuff just can't. You can't just like let a threat like that slide if it happened. I don't know. I haven't seen it, so I can't say one way or the other if it actually did happen. But
yeah.
We've also got to testify here in the back
I'm
room.
only here for a minute.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't keep you longer than that.
I feel like shit. But if you go, Peggy Poulter put out a video today of that Leroy stream, and it has all the little chopped up parts of why probably whoever did it sent a message to Ethan. So just letting you have it. Okay, I'm out. I'm done. He's doing his stream sketching thing.
Alrighty. Finatra, are you like? Oh, you're e-fapping me while being here on the stream, and you're muted. Finatra, I don't know if you have anything to add. Okay then, Finatra.
Why are you e-fapping my stream with me e-fapping you on my stream that I'm doing at
I'm not e-fapping your stream. I'm watching your stream from a few days ago, Finatra. Did you have anything?
You're watching the stream that I did days ago, and I'm doing a stream right now, and I have to come on here and ask you why. It's streamception all over again, Nasser.
No, people are interested in this topic, Finatra.
I'm e-fapping you. Hi, guest. What's this guy?
This is Comics Exposed.
Oh, you showed up on Ethan's stream the other day.
Yeah, it was me.
Yo, why don't you come as hard as you should have? You should have took Ethan and put him. You should have gave him a big old noogie and be like, "Watch out, big guy! I'm here to tell you that I want my pages in comic book format." I think you talked big in chat, but when you got on stream, you were like, "Yo, hi,
okay, I was big.
You were like, "Oh, hi, Ethan."
How do you feel about that? Because I didn't watch that stream, so I missed it. But
he was.
How'd you feel about that? How'd you feel about that?
I think some guys think that. Me too. If you got time to think, you got time to say what you want to say, and you got time to think before you speak. But when you got on there, I think that you like Ethan. So hey, man,
I do like Ethan.
You don't want to fucking tackle him, but at the same time, I was watching a wheelchair wrestling on my stream. I mean, like, I'm ready for any,
wheelchair wrestling.
Yeah, all type of stuff,
yeah.
Watching Nasser Rabadi do food reviews on Arby French fries is fun.
I don't do food reviews.
That's awesome.
It was great.
Like the report of the week. Catch him in his car.
I think everybody in my show can hear me. I think they should hear me while I'm streaming. I don't know if this is working.
No, I no, I like Ethan. Been a fan.
They can't hear me.
Yeah. So, are you still doing Streamception? Is that what you're doing right now?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get out of here because I don't know what I'm doing.
All right, Finn. There, I kicked him. And this is a weird one in the chat. Pirate tosses inside of Nasser's car probably smells so gross. No, it doesn't smell gross. But anyways, let me continue this little EFAP here because I think this is around what you mentioned.
Welcome to the Weeblo, I guess, section of the Boy Scouts of this shit. Yeah, you're a Weeblo.
Like whatever it is, it's
actually it might be a little bit past it, but he just mentioned you had come on his channel.
Nothing, dude. It's probably just like a compared to the hurricane that like me and John Malin and Zach get. He
didn't want any of that smoke. He don't want none of that shit.
He doesn't want any of it.
None of it. I don't know.
But at the same time, yeah, you go on a live stream and you basically say, I'm not going to support Gabe El Taib. I'm not going to support Dan Fraga. You're saying that here.
So how do you feel about Leroy saying that? Like, he starts up a stream and he goes, I'm not going to back Gabe, even though he never put out a book. Like, I mean, it'd be one thing to say, hey, this guy has a book that's 2 years late and he's doing another one, somebody like Elliot, and you say you're not going to back it. I mean, I've done that. But for somebody like Gabe that's just never done a book before, how do you feel about that? Like, people are like, no, I'm not going to back him.
I think the work should speak for itself. The concept, the idea. I don't know. People were hot about Gabe having, they were complaining about him already talking about politics all the time. And I think someone said that Gabe had come in to CG too hot and stuff. I'm like, I mean, that's how they feel. I'm not going to take away from that.
I don't know. I feel like every time somebody comes into CG and they get a spot on Ethan's channel, I feel that people they find one way or another to be like, this guy doesn't deserve it. And to be honest, I don't know what a lot of people sort of expect to Ethan's guests. 3 years ago, when I got on Ethan's channel and I was there every night, and people were like, what have you done to deserve this? And then when Smiller got on Ethan's channel around that same time, a little bit before me, probably like a month before me, people were like, well, what's Smiller done to deserve this? Just like, there's Smiller that's done comics for 30 years. He gets on Ethan's channel and they're like, what's he done? And there's me, like, I'm new to this. And all I had to my name was I confronted CB Sapolsky at that con. And people are like, but what have you done to deserve this? And Gabe, I mean, I don't know too much about him. I know he colored for Doug TeNapel, and I guess he colored for DC. And I mean, he gets on Ethan's channel and people are like, no, why does he deserve this? So I just don't know.
No, man, I think that was actually, I think from the very beginning, that was actually awesome of Ethan to do, to level the playing field per se, just in my eyes. Like, there's Mike Miller, the 30-year veteran or whatever, and then there's you, and you're new to us, you're new to the fandom that we're just learning of you, but you're putting out stuff, and Ethan took a liking to you and stuff, and I think that was pretty cool. I think honestly, and I call it simping or whatever, I don't give a care. I think Ethan is very gracious with his platform.
Hell yeah.
Very gracious. There's a lot of people that get on there and that he brings on that's totally his choice and stuff, that me and others in the chat and stuff feel that shouldn't be on there, but shouldn't be on there or haven't earned the right to be on there or whatever the case may be. but Ethan has been very gracious in that regard, and it's cool to see.
Nasser,
Some of it,
did you bring Amit on here? I'm sorry, Comics Exposed. Carry on.
Hi, Sinatra. How are you?
Fuck you.
Well, the link's in the chat. So
Carry on.
come on.
Comics Exposed. I'm sorry, buddy.
No, it's all right. I'm used to it by now. I'm just kidding.
But Comics
All
Exposed.
right.
So were you saying that there was people on there that you think didn't deserve to be on Ethan's channel? I mean,
I don't know. I try not. I can understand how people would say that, but I try not to think of it that way. I think it's Ethan's channel. It's his platform.
Yeah.
He can do with it what he wants.
Yeah.
He can help. I would like to see. I would like to see some other, if they could ever work it out. I know, like that Nathan Rosario guy who put out Stump. I'd love to see him come on there and talk to Ethan and stuff like that. But I think that he just leveled the playing field, like I mentioned.
Who was the guy who made Stump? What was his name?
I think his name's Nathan Rosario.
He's the guy who
Who was the other
gave.
guy? There was another guy. Who was the artist? No, there was what the fuck was his name? Oh, was that his name? Okay,
Yeah, that's the artist's name. Yeah.
So he didn't do good on his second campaign.
I don't think it's done as much as his first campaign.
Well, no, you don't think so. You know he didn't do as much.
Say again?
You know he didn't do as good as he should have.
Yeah. What's your point?
What does that mean to you? And what does that mean for CG? That was you talking about back in 2017 to 4 years later.
Oh, Amit dipped out.
Oh, I don't know what your point is.
Stump 2 was Stump 2 last year.
Yeah, what about it? It hasn't done as well as the first campaign. I know that.
Why?
I don't know. You tell me what's going on.
Well, I was asking you.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why it hasn't done as well.
I speculate. I make some assumptions.
Well, let's say for the sake of argument that he got some exposure through Ethan and maybe some other people, but I don't know who else would have. I know Ethan mentioned him and stuff, but I don't know if anybody else has. I don't know why. This isn't all up to your second campaign. Isn't necessarily guaranteed to blow away your first campaign. In an ideal world, we would like for that to happen, but it's not guaranteed to happen.
Yeah, nothing's guaranteed.
Yeah,
especially. I mean, you guys probably saw Secret Comics Presents last year in 2020 when I launched it the first time. Stardust 16,000, Brutus 39,000, which I didn't see a penny of. Never forget that. And then Trixie 23,000. But then Secret Comics Presents didn't get funded, and that raised like $3,000 out of a $6,000 goal. So nothing's guaranteed.
Yeah.
Amateur Anth is lying, and Mortal V says that Gabe. Leroy said that Gabe went on somebody else's stream saying that he didn't know CG as much as he thought, as much as he lets us, as much as he puts on. And then Amateur Anth is lying. I got 20. Well, people.
I mean, look, there's 4 years-ish, maybe 5 by now of CG history. So if somebody's new, I mean, I don't think it's a big deal for them to say, yeah, I missed a lot of stuff. I mean, there's so much to catch up on, and where do you even start? And a lot
seriously.
of those.
Well, that's.
I mean, like, look, nobody's
right?
gonna sit down and be like, I'm gonna watch the history of CG. I'm gonna watch these 4-hour streams. Like, there's like hundreds of them, and plus, you know how many are deleted now? Like Ethan privated a lot, deleted some of them.
I do the same.
Doug's channel got taken down. All those old Doug streams are gone. There's Mitch Brightweiser deleted all of his streams. Like, there's so many channels where a lot of streams happen that they're all gone now. So how do you catch up on that stuff? A lot of it's kind of word of mouth, and if you just jump right into it, like a lot of these guys have, I mean, you missed a bunch, but are you really missing much? Do you really need to know who had an argument with who in August of 2018?
Who's George? Who is Mortal V referring to? Who's George? Leroy said that Gabe went in on George on Patrick's channel. Who's George?
Peter Gassis?
I don't know. Also, either. JV says, hold on, but JV says, JV says, I think he's saying, and this he's talking about Leroy, I think he's saying he isn't going to back another new Comicsgater because previous new people haven't fulfilled yet. You may not agree, but I don't think it's an illogical reason. Well, look, for me, I've been waiting till the second book to back somebody. But I'm not just out here saying like I'm not gonna back Gabe. Like I waited till Andy Smith put out his first book, and then I backed the second one. I backed First Man 2, and I got both issues. Same thing with Shane Davis. I mean, I didn't back Starlight Cats. I backed Inglorious Rex. I'm probably gonna get Starlight Cats because I have 3 nieces, and they would all probably love that book. But I waited till the second book because I wanted to see first. I'm more cautious because I mean, I backed Elliot Fernandez. That book's not coming out. I backed Critias. That book's not coming out.
I never backed Critias.
I shouldn't have. I dodged the bullet.
I
with
backed
Angel
Huerta.
Huerta.
Yeah.
I dodged that bullet. I almost backed him, but then I didn't.
Yeah. I've become more. I have become more. I haven't, to be honest with you, Nasser, I haven't backed you until recently. So
that's cool.
But I'm glad that I did, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm becoming
about
more selective with that.
One point about DWAG. So when DWAG says that, DWAG and our good friend Leroy Finatra, you remember this? It happened on your show. DWAG and Leroy. DWAG and Leroy. It happened on your show.
This is a long time ago, bro. This is a year
Of course it is. No, it's 3 months ago. I have the stream.
Damn it, you're kind of boring me right now. Get on with the point or you're going to get kicked.
Well, the point was that Leroy Gayop, DWAG, basically lied to him and said that nobody liked him in CG and that all the creators want to cancel him. And then Leroy went on the stream and then asked all the creators. And then we found out later on that Leroy was lying. And so when Leroy says he doesn't want to get clout and stuff, it's not exactly true.
Well, all I'm hearing is he said, she said. So is there anything like concrete? Like
Yeah.
us?
They were DMs. They were DMs.
And do you have them pulled up? And is any of this actually interesting?
It was on Finatra's stream. It was on Finatra's stream. He can pull it up.
What's the point you're trying to make, though, Amit?
Brother Gaius wants a wrench. Finatra, can I trust this guy with a wrench?
Who?
Brother Gaius.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gaius is cool. Gaius is cool. Gaius has always been cool.
Add moderator. There you go.
No, but why would you bring that up, Amit?
Hold on. They're saying the Mortal V says George Travlos, and then Lord Crackhead 33 says George is a customer. He streams with Patrick Thomas Parnell.
Travlos. He's no, these guys are regular guys. What are you talking about him, George, for?
Yeah, they're chat people, right? They're normal chat people. I've seen them. Yeah.
No, they're fucking. What are you talking about George for?
I'm not
He's
talking.
a fucking
The chat is.
guy, man.
It's not me. Man. It's not me. It's the chat.
What are you watching this video for here, Nasser? What do you want to know?
It was just a hot topic. People were talking about it, so I thought we would
why are
EFAP
you
it.
getting so defensive, Finatra? Why are you getting so defensive?
I want
Is
to
Leroy
be for Nasser.
Is Leroy your friend?
I never be for Nasser.
Is Leroy your friend? Is Leroy your friend?
I like Leroy. I wouldn't have had the stack stream if it weren't for Leroy.
So what does that mean?
Leroy's cool.
Well, I mean, Leroy's fine. We all got our own problems. Nasser kills kittens and
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
You'll never live that down, Nasser. You'll never.
I neglect my own channel. They're showing Granny porn on my channel right now.
Wait, what?
I think that Granny's on stripping on a pose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, that's weird.
Be careful. You might get struck for that. You already have one strike.
Nah, he'll be all right.
Anyways, Lord Nemesis Dollar Store Sketch Therapy says EVS plans to bring back Critias and cast out Nasser.
Oh, I know who George is now on Patrick's. I've seen George before on Patrick's streams. Or what are they saying? Are they saying that Gabe went off on George on a stream somewhere?
Apparently, yeah. That's what they're trying to say.
Where does anybody know where the stream was? Whose channel?
Yeah, if anybody can link the stream, it will make it easier, right?
I thought Rising called you Nooser, Nasser.
Huh, I don't know. But guys, look at this new Creepsters page here. I'm trying to get it zoomed in, but it keeps clicking out. Look at this page. The battle for Perdita Cove begins, you guys. This is an intense fight and a very important fight between Chomper and Fangs.
It looks awesome.
Thanks, dude. I'm really happy with this page. We're only going to do a minor tweak, really, and that's just on this panel. I'm just going to flip. I'm going to put Max on this side and Chomper on the other side, so it feels more like he fell out of the treehouse door right here, because it looks like he's falling this way, but then when your eye follows, it's like, but now he's over here. It'd make more sense if he's on this side right here where Chomper is instead falling, and then it kind of looks like it's more in motion with falling down here. So that's like the small change we're going to make to this page, but it's mostly final. But yeah, this is page 34. I should be getting 35 and possibly 36 today. And Dillard's turned in 11 pages of the ash can, so the ash can's almost done. And we're like 9 pages away, I think, from the halfway point in Creepsters. So everything's moving along great.
Digital version of this, Nasser? Do you have a digital version of this book?
Yeah, it's $10.
I might back that because
thanks,
international shipping, but it looks good. It looks good. I'll back this probably.
And guys, this is kind of sad here to talk about, but this dog is going to kill Chomper unless we sell out of the Cyber Monday tier. We have 48 out of 50 left, and that tier it ends tonight at midnight, guys. You guys have till midnight. Look at this dog. It's got murder in its eyes. It wants to kill Chomper. Chomper's just the innocent toy. He doesn't know what's going on. Look at him. He's totally oblivious to this. The dog is licking his ear, and Chomper is just smiling. He's like, yeah, this is nice. But he doesn't know that this dog's just getting a taste, and this dog is like, I'm gonna kill him unless this tier sells out. And you guys get all my previous comics with that tier. So let me share my screen, and I'll bring you guys over to the campaign. Let's see. Here we go. Share screen, and let me find it. Here we are. So yeah, so you guys get Stardust, you get Trixie, you get Asile, you get Secret Comics Presents, you get Creepsters, and the toy for $100. The toy and Creepsters alone, that would cost you $60. So you're basically getting all these other books for $10 when all of them go for more than that. The Stardust first print, that one goes for like 25. Trixie goes for about the same, 20 to 25. Asile, we were charging $14, and Secret Comics Presents 15. So to get each of those for $10, that's a great deal, and it's only available till midnight tonight. And 48 out of those left, you guys. We've got 16 days to go for Creepsters. KSS says the dog is gonna hump Chomper. Brother Gaius has sent Amin a review copy. No, he's gonna buy it. I'm not gonna send him a review copy. He's gonna buy it.
No, I'll buy it. I'll buy this book.
Thanks, dude.
I get review copies of Ethan's books and things like that. And lower tier people, I try to back them because they need the money.
As a review plushie.
It'd be nice.
Says he would, but he's in a money pickle. It's all right, Determined Sheepy. So you guys got anything else to add about this Leroy stuff?
I don't know, man. I just think like it's.
What do you want me to? Huh? I'm sorry.
It's kind of boring.
I don't know. Has there been anything new? Has Leroy like come back? Has he named anybody?
Oh no, he's gone. He ran away. He ran away like a bitch. He's not coming. He's not
I hate to see that. I wish he would come back.
Amit, you have not been able to do anything, or nor will you ever be able to do what Leroy has.
Am I a creator, Sinatra?
He's not a creator. He made people tens of thousands of dollars. Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay, so he was a good simp. Good for him.
Wait, are you trying to damage control?
And you're a good slave.
How am I a slave, Sinatra?
Because you're broke.
You
don't know nothing about thriving and surviving in your bullshit ass fucking island that you live in.
He lives in Ireland?
Sinatra.
25% of the people where he lives still shit in the streets.
Sinatra. Testy says you're trying to do damage control, and he says let the video speak for itself. What are we going to find in this video if we keep playing it?
What are we going to find?
Oh, play it. He doesn't understand his the force he has. Like when he speaks so definitive. Like he doesn't understand like people, the way you're speaking and the way you say it. It's like you don't understand the power you have, Leroy, because like these people are listening. You don't think that people are listening. You're just talking into the fucking abyss. No, I'm talking to the abyss stream. I'm full of shit. Right. Leroy is actually like they say, oh, Leroy is a clout chaser. Well, no, he actually like pays people to promote them and fucking. Mm-hmm. And he actually is a straight up dude.
He's promote them? What?
Give a jabber, Nasser.
Huh?
I buy your book,
and
then I go on my show and promote your book.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah. And that,
good for you.
How many times have Leroy done that for other people?
I don't know. I don't know who he is.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
What's the question? How many times has Leroy done that for other people?
No, okay. So
I don't know.
so Comics Exposed. You bought Ethan's book, and then you're in other people's stream telling other people to buy Ethan's book.
No.
Because you're excited about it. So
right.
So you're paying to market him.
Yeah, so like I promote Mitch Breitweiser's book because it's great and it was turned around in 6 months.
So you simp. So you're a simp.
Well, no, I back books that turn around in 6 months. Do you? Do you?
No, you're talking semantics.
No, I know that Leroy promoted a good bit. He did several closeout streams and did also some regular promotion and stuff.
That type of
with,
stuff.
That's what Leroy did do that with the chat.
I think that. I cannot do what Leroy does.
He tried to be a critic and then he got upset.
If Leroy, I would not be where I am right now. If
I'm gonna make this very simple for you. The only reason why Finatra keeps trying to talk about everything else but this video is he knows it's damning.
No, because I listen to myself.
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, you Finatra. Just be quiet. Let it play.
That's what I hate
be quiet.
about
Let it play.
I
be
can't
quiet. Let it
stand
play.
listening to myself.
Testy's always vague. He's
like Finatra. Nobody wants you.
I mean, Testify's a fucking asshole.
He's like Finatra's trying to cover his tracks. What tracks? I don't know.
No, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. Yeah, I just don't want to hear myself talk. What I was saying is that Leroy, there's not too many. He's irreplaceable. Nasser,
so tell me, Finatra, what do you think about Leroy? What he did to DUAC? Do you think that was good?
He needed enough clout to get. All right, some people want the perks without having to actually. You're
saying you're okay with what Leroy
want to deal with.
You're saying you're okay with what he did to DUAC. You're okay with it.
With what?
You're okay with it. You're okay with what Leroy did to DUAC.
That's none of your business, actually. So why don't you business,
why is it not my business? It was all out in public. It was out in public.
It wasn't.
What did Leroy do to DUAC? I'm clueless. What did Leroy do to DUAC?
What did he do?
Why should we care?
You don't know DUAC, do you? Comics Exposed?
I don't think I do.
Okay.
I don't think I do.
Yeah, tell him. Tell him.
1 second. Amit Reina is just trying to pick up some shit that stuff was not known by anybody.
Supposed to come out? It was not supposed to come out, but it did come out.
You have no opinion on that. That's fucking nobody should care about because you're
I don't like people who gatekeep, Finatra. I don't like people
you stupid asshole. I don't care about you. Shut
up.
up.
You don't like it because it makes you look bad.
Amit, Finatra is trying to distract you from this video. Going back on something that happened.
I just don't want to hear myself talk.
Testy. Yes. What do you think we're gonna find in the stream?
I'll play it.
That Leroy is a little bitch and Finatra's humiliated because his little ticket that he
I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here without Leroy.
Yeah, I know. And guess what? You're not here anymore now. Bye.
I'm on 2 shows, you weirdo.
Let me continue this thing.
I'm still on weirdo armed forces, and he does he don't want nothing to do with any beef. He wants to he doesn't want any of that smoke. He wants to enjoy Comicsgate, but he wants to keep it straight up. He wants to be that guy. I told him a year ago, you're not saying anything different with anybody who got complaints, anti-CG quote unquote, are saying. You're not saying anything different from a year ago. They're not saying anything. All right, pause it,
Mm-hmm.
Nasser.
Yeah.
All right, so Lord Crackhead didn't like what I said.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let me rephrase that. There's nothing different than the complaints that anti-CG are saying, but anti-CG ain't saying the same thing that they're saying. But
who is anti-CG? There's nobody anti-CG.
No, 2 years ago. The complaints that people had 2 years ago, Leroy is bringing up now, and I said, well, that's the same thing that they're saying on the other side. It's the same thing. The only difference is that
You're kind of losing me, Finn.
Nasser,
I don't know what the point you're trying to make, Finatra. I have no idea what's your point.
Do you notice how he's doing everything to keep you from playing this video?
I just want to hear
what in the world?
No, I said that. No, because Lord Crackhead said, no, we're not saying what anti-CG is saying. Okay, so everything that every complaint doesn't mean that you're anti-CG, but every complaint that you made, anti-CG made. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
That's what I'm trying to. Thank you. It took me a second there. Thank you.
Yes, I have complaints about things, but it does not make me anti-CG.
All right, so the complaints that you make are everything that doesn't make you anti-CG, but the same complaints that you're making anti-CG make. I mean,
right?
Yeah,
but CG was founded on criticism of the mainstream. So if we criticize people, that's kind of.
Oh, you're always gonna find something. I mean, if you're looking for a problem, you're gonna find one, right, Emmett?
I want to know what Gabe said to George. Where's that? Where's this
What
information?
are you talking about that shit? What's that about?
That was brought up by Mortal V.
Because I mentioned that earlier. Why are you talking about George?
Yeah, Mortal V brought that up. So
explain it to us in the chat here.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody said bad creepsters. KSSS said bad creepsters.
And the main question here about all of this is, what does this have to do with cash grab?
I got some questions in my chat, I think.
What do you mean? What does that have to do with cash grab? Okay. All right. Let's listen to a little bit more of this, and then I don't know. We might watch this because another video that Testy mentioned that Peggy. Let me give this video a dislike because I pulled it up. He mentioned that Peggy uploaded a video that has clips of the Leroy stream. So maybe we should watch that. I don't know. But let's play another minute or two here of Sinatra's stream.
Okay.
Yeah, well, Leroy this morning, after what did I say? Let me actually read what I said to him without reading his tweets.
That's fine.
I said he said something weird. He said I'm not trying to go to war with anyone. Go to war? What the hell? I was like, who said you're trying to go to war? What are you talking about?
Soldier. He's been at war. He's worked for it.
That's not even close to what I thought. I was sitting there going, oh shit, Leroy and Vanessa are turning against us because we're late. We're in real trouble. That was what's going on. And then it's we're not trying to go to war with you. It's fuck, man. That's not even close to where my head is or anyone else.
Oh, really? Oh, that totally doubled up again. Yeah, because I didn't understand what you're saying.
Really
Why
made
it
it seem
that
like that was
serious?
the frame. That's how he
Nasser?
framed it.
Yeah, he.
Hold on. What did you say?
It's not that serious, is it though? Is it that fucking serious? Yo, he blew my mind twice when he said that. I just heard my mind blow right there, and my mind blown right now. Is it that serious though?
No, this is all bullshit. It's all bullshit, Penat.
Yeah, it's all bullshit.
You agree on something. There you go.
No. It sounds great though. No, it sounds dramatic, but it really isn't.
Robert Shepard says, help Finn eat after his channel is taken down. What's going on with your channel, Finatra?
I got good luck already. So you can strike me and take my channel down because I'm EFAPing you at this very moment on your stream.
No, but people have been saying you couldn't stream or something was happening with your channel or something.
Oh yeah, I'm being a bad boy. Don't ever watch Chinese videos.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Lord Crackhead 33, who had a good stream last night. I would have kept watching it, but I went to sleep. Says that stream is privated, I think, but it was basically Gabe talking crap to George because George was critiquing Patrick Thomas Parnell's work on stream. It was just another case of Gabe not knowing how CG works. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. It's just
George is allowed to critique Patrick's work. We're allowed to critique anybody's work.
That's the whole point of CG. We
don't give Emmett any fucking ammo right now. I swear to God.
I love when people were critiquing me on stream when they would do Masterpiece Theater, because if the stuff I submitted was good, they would have nothing to roast. So the fact that they roasted it, and you notice where people are, even though they tried to roast everything, even some parts that might have been okay, where they could get the most material from is where something is really off, and it did help.
All right, can I share something with you, Nasser?
You have literally this morning played NBC, Fox News now because you're letting your buddy. You've played ABC,
PBS,
CBS, PBS, and the BBC because you listen to TJ Dopeness and you dumb drunken assholes.
Hey, Nasser.
Yeah.
Nasser.
Yeah.
kick this fucking yellow guy out of here.
It's funny to hear you guys argue.
Oh no, it's just he knows what's happening. That's why he doesn't want to end it.
No, I had something to say to you, Nasser. That was
look,
not what he wanted
now
to
he's
talk
got
about.
a twerking
Okay,
video
hold on. I'll remove Testes. You could say it. Okay, so what?
No, I don't know. Keep him in here. It's fine. Keep him in here. It's fine.
Okay, then what did you want to say?
I can't remember. I gotta keep talking. Keep talking to testify. No, somebody said something in my chat, and I wanted to relate it to you.
What is? I have your stream open here on my phone. So let's see what are they saying.
More V mostly.
I don't know. I don't see anything interesting. Somebody says they don't trust Mitch. Blah blah blah.
Mitch Breitweiser.
The game thing, yeah. Go back to the twerking video checkpoint, says Brother Gabe. There's nothing interesting in your chat, so I don't know.
Again, we still haven't played this video yet because you won't stop talking.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
In real trouble. Like it's like, no, you're not in trouble. Here's the thing, like the chat show is like
good.
Yeah, for
I
us,
used to be part of it.
Yeah, for us, it's like we're listening to your show because you guys are kind of representing the fans.
Yeah, no, it's actually a customer research. It's like a research. It's what do you call that? It's free fucking consumer report. Yeah, it's great.
But
so
that's what's leading to all that. Everybody's like, oh, this is not a shopping experience, and we got to make
consumer
it more
research. It's free consumer research.
Well, yeah. Like Leroy represents the voice of customers, so it's
for
like
sure.
So he said, "Oh, I'm getting a lot of hate."
I hate when I talk.
I said, "Hey, you're a YouTuber expressing strong opinions. Welcome to the fray." And that was it. And then I went to bed. Woke up and Leroy's taken his whole YouTube channel down.
Well, how did he not see that you have no anger issues with him? After every time you brought him up, you said, "I love those guys. I love
you
Vanessa
promoted
and him."
last. You promoted him on Comicsgate Kings, man. I was like, oh shit, look at freaking Ethan saying go watch the chat, and then
yeah, but maybe I'm doing something sinister. Like, what if I'm saying I'm sending a message? Like, what if I'm saying, yeah, I support Leroy. He better not say some shit. Like, what I don't even know anymore, man. I got everything is so fucking weird all the time, and people like read into what I'm doing. I'm literally saying what I mean all the time.
Yeah, I'm getting tired of that shit. So
my concern is like, whatever Leroy is upset about. Like, first of all, I have a feeling I know who threatened to dox him, if that even happened. Like, I have a feeling I know, and I think it's the person who sent me those messages in the first place, telling me that I need and I will say this, that dude needs to lighten the fuck up. I don't know what kind of war is going on behind the scenes here between some factions, but like
fireman, fire starter.
Leave each other the fuck alone. And on the one hand, it's like, Leroy.
What do you think about that, Nasser?
When you're sitting there telling your
Hold
audience,
on, what do I think about what?
Who do you think that person is? Who do you think that person is? That's threatening
Not
to dox
even because
Leroy?
this happened on my show.
I don't know.
Started speculating. We blame it on Nasser.
I don't know. I really have no guess.
On my show we blamed it on Nasser last week or Thanksgiving.
Yeah, they were calling me the CG hitman.
Who has this kind of time on their hands? Why would you mess with somebody that's just wanting to talk comics? Why would you want to mess with them in that way? That's crazy to me, man. You got too much time on your hands if you're trying to pull that kind of crap, trying to hurt somebody like that.
Yeah, that's just
Ethan has a point. If you're going to put yourself out there, I understand. I can understand Leroy being upset about things that may have been said that we don't know about and stuff like that. But it is going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to come after you and come to you if you put yourself out there. The stuff they were saying about me when I was on Ethan's stream, I was just like, whatever. It's like you don't know me. I don't know you. Let's not make it.
You just got to ignore
like
that stuff.
You just ignore it. This about Leroy, I just wish he would bring it back. Just come on back, man.
Nah, he won't.
Brother Gase is Nasser Zero alibi for the night in question. Leroy, if you're watching, you could come on here and talk about this stuff if you want. Or if anybody has a way to message Leroy, tell him he could come on my channel whenever he wants and talk about this stuff.
He won't because he don't care.
Leroy come back with his original channel because he deleted it and let 24 hours go by. Panatra, let him play the video. Shut up.
Yeah, let's hear the video.
Okay.
Why do you keep letting him in here?
Like, you guys are not going to be.
Why is he always on point?
Certain like big name comic skaters who haven't even produced anything
You
got
got influence.
Like,
you don't even see it.
Yeah, don't think that that's going to go over like without criticism.
Can I have May I have an unpopular opinion, Ethan?
Sure, yeah.
Don't fuck with Anna.
that's that's not a good idea to do.
Kind of a random thing to say,
but as we've seen, but you know,
he tried it again. Leroy got mentioned on every other Slumptown CG stream.
He did though
the last week, and they were like, "Oh, why are you simping for CG?" Well, I am CG, and I don't want to see people fighting with you. Why are motherfuckers talking about Leroy when acting like he's the shit when the motherfuckers? I mean, Leroy, like he's Milk's host. Like, why are people talking about him on Risey's on fucking Vicky's on last?
Because he said he got threatened, a dox threat by a CG creator, so people are interested to know who.
Even before that, though,
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know him. I didn't know people were talking about him. I don't watch Risey.
Oh yeah, he got doxxed. So show the receipts.
Well, he's saying I'm being threatened by a CG creator.
And so people would want to know who that.
So everybody's like, "We'll show the receipts." Okay.
No, but.
Anyways, we're just gonna continue this.
I think that's just with each other like that, especially Leroy. Leroy's the reason why I started streaming. I was supposed to do the chat, but I didn't do it right, so he did it himself. And I tried to tag along, but it's just not my style. I just don't. That's not my medium. I'm a crazy guy. I'm not a reserved guy with opinions that people want to hear.
You got your like 5 a.m. in the morning stoner dream.
That's me.
People
that's
like
what I do. Yeah,
I don't even do any drugs.
I don't even try
ill.
to act smart, Ethan. I don't fucking care, man. I love CG, man. This is great. It's fun.
We
I
love you
it.
too. I'm glad you're
here. John mailing shit on me. I didn't freaking nuke my channel. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm gonna go make a good fun, for John. Nasser, John shit all over me.
Well, anyway,
it's the motivation. It's
wait. What happened?
Oh, he shit all over me.
Yeah, but like more specifically.
Yeah, why would he do that?
Oh, because I made a bad song, or he don't like Rising. That's why.
So what's that got to do with you and him pooping all over you?
Nasser, keep it. I make some. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Comics Exposed. Don't ever let me catch you cussing somebody out on a fucking channel. I will make a dance song out of you.
I just sent the link, by the way. Somebody posted his Twitter.
Yeah, you've done the music videos. You're the one that has
again, do you notice how he's trying to distract you from keeping playing the video?
Playing this shit. Shut up, Testify. I hate you, fat. I'm glad because I could actually respond to what I'm actually saying. I was drunk.
Okay. Okay.
I think Leroy's irreplaceable, man. I don't give a fuck. If that's the only thing I can say, you ain't gonna find nobody else who cared about CG the way he did and actually contributed and helped other creators out. So now, since Leroy's gone, they can't count on him for that promotion. And nobody, a lot of people trusted Leroy.
Earthmind says before this event, those streams all talked crap about Leroy's show. They just act like they care now. Well, I really don't know who you're talking about, so I don't know who said what about anybody.
Right.
But people are interested in this topic, so I'm just like, yeah, we'll stream about it.
Good thing I'm here. Well, no, because if it was for Leroy, I wouldn't be streaming. So, like I said on this fucking stream before,
Richard Pierce says, "What in the hell is happening here?" Beats me. Okay, we'll watch one more minute of this, and then maybe we'll check out the Peggy video that Testy mentioned, because I guess there's parts of Leroy's stream in there.
What are you talking about? What video?
Yeah.
Some guys get discouraged. I get motivated when I've been on the internet for 10 plus years, so I'm used to the threats and all the weird shit. I'm used to it.
Part of the problem is, it's not his problem, but part of the reason why I think he might have gone off because he has a family, and when they go after your family, it's bad.
He don't want your family.
I don't blame him for that. Like if that's the reason why,
exactly.
But at the same time, I also want to know like who's doing
How are
this.
you worried
because
about?
we need
How are
people
you
like
worried about?
Leroy,
Why are
we
you
need
worried about your
Vanessa,
own
we need
family in the comics book? Why are you worried about your own family in the comic book sphere?
Huh?
Why do you have to worry about your own family's safety when you're in Comicsgate?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't.
Yeah, like why? You know, like why is that even something?
I don't think that's just a thing specific to CG.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an internet thing.
Yeah, it's an internet thing.
Yeah.
Chat show, and I don't
Yes.
want them to go away because of something that's preventable. And
Do we
if
need sketch
somebody's giving
therapy?
them a hard time,
If
and
sketch therapy was around, he would have sniffed them out, Ethan.
yeah, I know we got to get sketch therapy.
Just let this happen, Nasser.
Yeah, I don't
Let
know,
what
man.
happen?
Just
That's like the sketch makes people nervous. That's what entertains me.
Sketch is an enormous pain in the ass, but you know we love him. It's just that he doesn't know when to shut the fuck up, and he's just he's like, I'm not backing down. I'm not backing down. Well, back down just once. Will you just shut up?
But I tell you what, he doesn't seem like.
Okay, so let's stop with that one, and then there was this other video that was just mentioned. So let me.
What were you trying to find out about this video? If I could sum it up for you.
I don't know. It's just kind of interesting, and people were discussing it. So I was like, you know what? I need content for a stream. So
I think it was the whole thing where Leroy left. That's what they're trying to find out. I think that he just wasn't. He said he wasn't having fun. So if that's not good enough for you, I guess there's other. You know, you can conspiracize.
Let's see what this is.
The guy hosting the debate is Mod and Evan.
Literally, the first 90 minutes was Ethan and Nasser. Oh. So you can understand why he's under a G right now.
Oh, this chick hates me. I don't even know who she is.
Vanessa Danger.
Yeah, she
hangs out with Shane, and
oh, she's part of the chat.
She just
part
said
of the chat,
Ethan had Nasser on. That's why he was under 1,000 viewers. I shared my audio, right? You guys heard it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why does he keep doing that?
Stop it. You don't need to rub the dog's nose into his shit.
It was kind of borderline.
Oh, rewind this, Nasser.
Can't sit there and just listen.
Wait, rewind it to what?
What the fuck was this about? I missed this part.
This was all from the chat stream.
From the Leroy stream.
Yeah.
I didn't see this at all.
They were streaming the auction.
Okay,
talking about stuff.
I just rewinded a few seconds for you.
Okay, yeah.
Why does he keep doing that?
Stop it. You don't need to rub the dog's nose into his shit.
It was kind of borderline unbearable to watch. I just can't sit there and just listen to the bullshit. It's just that is the exact type of behavior that most of us came to CG to escape.
2021 was supposed to be the year of fulfillment. Again, in 2020, we put up $6 million into the air. $6 million did not come down in 2021. So I got Expendables when everybody else was starting to get Expendables, right? I'm looking through that book and I'm wondering, why the fuck did this take so goddamn long?
I have a feeling like he's kind of laying the
That was
groundwork
legit.
for his exit. Yeah, it seems like
At the very
least 5 years from now, I'll be very surprised if he's.
Also, everybody in the chat is saying all women hate you, Nasser. All chicks hate you. Well, it's true. Yeah,
Nasser, I spent the last 3 hours, the first 3 hours of my show, defending. I was somebody said kick Nasser, and I said if I'm kicking Nasser off my show because you don't like him, I'm kicking Testify.
Okay.
So if you're not allowed on my show, nor is Testify.
Okay.
I mean, like kicked, like banned from my channel.
Wow, 48 people in here, guys. Hit that thumbs up. Share out the link to the stream and back creepsters. Anyways, let's continue this.
Hey, right here. Back to Gabe. That comment, Nasser. That comment that was just on screen.
Yeah.
I think that person kind of summed up Gabe. He's like coming in hot. He's like he hasn't had the past several years to like diffuse himself and talk. Get stuff off his chest like in a public forum. I can understand people thinking that he's coming in hot and he's talking a bunch of stuff that probably he's had pent up for a while, and people may not like that. But I can understand people thinking of Gabe in that way.
Yeah, I just enlarged it so people could see the comment. It's from Lord Raging Goblin. Says, I agree with you guys, but To give Mr. El Taib the benefit of the doubt, it's probably difficult to resist the urge to blow off a bunch of steam after holding it in however long in the industry. All right, let me continue this.
Yeah.
Like at the very least, 5 years from now, I'll be very surprised if he's still putting out books.
Because at this point, I don't even think he's like a deep loss. If he just fell off, I don't even think CG would notice.
Pause that, Nasser. You know they're talking about your boy Zach. They're talking about Richard right there.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, they're thinking that they're thinking Crackhead and Vanessa are thinking that he's just like she said Vanessa said he's about to fall off, and people aren't really going to even know who he is or pay attention to him anymore.
Well, I mean, Zach kind of separated himself from all of this for a while now.
Yeah, he has. It's yeah. Go ahead, continue.
Most anticipated books from last year did not come out this year. And it's very hard for me to sit here and watch streams from these creators who are late and just don't act like anything's wrong. They're just like, oh, we're streaming, like, hey, everything's fine. It's not fine. It's not close to fine. It's about the books, man. It's not about the streams. It feels like right now what's going on is CG thinks they're a bunch of YouTubers that happen to put out comic books. No, bullshit. We're here to back cosplay calendars. Clown World, I always wonder if some creators are making more money on super chats than making on their books and becoming more concerned about streams. All I see is Cecil running around and promoting this freaking campaign when he's got a book out, and it's not funny and it's not cute anymore. The Cecil thing, it stopped being that like 6 months ago for me. Like,
that's what resonated with me.
And now I'm pissed off at Anna.
What, the whole like, oh, it's a cash grab, it's not coming out thing?
Well, that resonated with me. That's part of the reason why I was expressing my frustrations with Ethan in that stream that night. And a few moments ago, what Leroy said, people being on streams and acting like they don't have their book out, and they're way late, and they're on streams acting like there's nothing wrong or there's nothing going on, nothing to see here, keep on moving, and that just hit me at a time that it really resonated with me. So that's why I was on Ethan's stream super chat, and then he let me on and we talked about that, because this whole joke with cash grab for me is. The joke's done. It's time. That book should be in my hands by now.
Has there been an update on cash grab? Does anybody know the status of it? Because I remember a long time ago hearing people say that Donald was done drawing it, and
supposedly it's done. I don't know if and the last and even I'm looking it up now. I don't even know when the last time it was updated for anything. Pulling it up right now. Updates. The last update was in October, and it was talking about plastic Cecil figures. And then cash grab update back in August, and that looks like it was some custom velvet bag. The previous one before that was in May about Dirtworm Doug. But yeah, the joke was funny at first, but now it's time to fulfill. I don't know if Cecil's dealing with logistics or with supplies or what the deal is. I really don't know. And that was frustrating. That was frustrating.
Richard Pierce says he said he was going to ship this month. I think he's talking about Cecil. Stupendous 989 says waiting for Dirtworm to get finished, but isn't that just an ash can though? Isn't that
well, why wouldn't it have been if the last update on it was back in freaking May? Why wouldn't it be done by now?
I don't know. Worcester says, I am sure Cash Grab will eventually be out, not backing another Cecil book, though.
See, I agree with Wilberforce. That's kind of how I'm feeling right now. That's just a lot of this stuff makes you gun shy after a while. So now I'm becoming more discerning about what I'm backing and what I'm putting my money behind and what I'm willing to actually wait for, should it take a while to actually fulfill.
Well, Mr. Von Stugel says Cecil said Dirtworm is done and books are ready to print. Richard Pierce, two weeks ago, Cecil commented a reply that it was going to print this month, not ship. I misspoke. Oh, okay.
Hey, Jay Dalla, I will speculate more.
Stupendous says, no, it's a painted book. But still, I mean, hasn't it been years though? I mean,
yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, if it's painted, you know, still.
Let's see. Wooster says, I think it is the coloring for Dirtworm Doug. Bogdan Digital Art says, I think Evia said that the Dirtworm is made in painted style, which takes longer to complete. Lord Crackhead 33 says, I heard the book is done too. And probably says, hate the CG negativity. That's why I left early in Leroy's last chat stream. I don't like the negativity either, man.
Yeah, but, and to be positive, Nasser, I was the one that DM'd you on Twitter a few days back talking to you about stuff. I got your last campaign and I got that sketch from your artist. That was awesome.
Thanks, dude.
That was awesome. And then after the next day, after I get off of speaking with Ethan, I get his Salamandroid, the PVC, and then the next day I get the Cyberfrog PVC. So those were awesome. Those were awesome stuff. Good stuff is happening. It's cool, but it doesn't negate the fact that there's other things that are still going on that people like myself and others have felt like should be addressed.
I prefer the positive stuff, but I think sometimes things do need to be addressed. That's why a lot of people were telling me, like, why are you still streaming about Elliot Fernandez? That's old news. It's actually not old news. It's current news because he's currently late. He's currently
late, and he's showing up on streams doing stuff. And
right, he's drawing Spider-Man on Drawn and Quartered every week, or he's launching his art book thing.
Yeah, he's got some guy doing that for him on Kickstarter. And
that's his business partner. It's not like like the way he Elliot tries to present it is like, oh, it's somebody else putting all this together, but it's just his guy that just handles the money for him or whatever, or handles the print files. Like I met Elliot and his partner, whatever the guy is, his business partner at a C2E2 2019. I met them both. So like the way Elliot tried to present it in the campaign is like it's some dude that is like licensing the art from him, or somebody that he tried to make it seem like it wasn't someone he was like buddy with, like it wasn't his best friend, is how he made it seem. Like Elliot tried to make the art book thing seem like he's not even associated with it, which I just think that whole thing was stupid. That he's trying to go to Kickstarter for like this mysterious Kickstarter audience that, you know, just people like Smiller always talk about, even though Smiller couldn't get his Kickstarter funded. I think Elliot's really ashamed. That's why he didn't launch on Indiegogo, because all his backers are here and would call him out for it.
Would Indiegogo? I guess the other guy would have to do the campaign, because Elliot, I don't think, could do it. That's what frustrates me. But I still like Elliot. You know, it's like, but it's just, man, how does this get screwed up like this? And
I really like him too, and I voted for him on the poll Ethan made of which CGer do you want back.
Yeah.
I have 3 pieces of original Elliot art. I think I have 10 prints that he did. I have a Freddy Krueger pin he did. It's way back there. I'm not going to grab it though. I was about to, but I was like, I don't feel like getting up because I had to take my headphones out. I even have a mug that he did with his arts on it.
Cool.
I love Elliot, and of course I backed his book, but it's really upsetting that he won't tell anybody how much of it is done. He keeps us in the dark. In fact, the last 2 times this year that he updated his campaign, I think April and then last month, those 2 times, the only reason he did updates was because I did these streams about him that each got like 500 to 1,000 views, and they got so many views that he put out updates. That's the only reason. That it just shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like people should be transparent with the backers. That's why I always tell you guys, we've got this many pages in. This is what I'm waiting for. This is where we are. And if I haven't heard from an artist in a week, I even tell you guys that. Or if the artist has been turning in something every day, I tell you guys that. Because you guys deserve to know this stuff. I shouldn't wait for somebody to be like, where's Creepsters? We don't know how many pages are done for me to put out an update. It shouldn't work that way.
I agree.
So let me see what you guys are saying here in the chat. Let me scroll back just a little bit. Tessie says the paint can I sent Liam just arrived. Yeah, Tessie was saying earlier he sent Liam or he paid somebody to take a gallon of orange paint to Liam's house.
What?
Fucking spray paint a swastika on his front yard.
J$sign says clearly DM groups are talking mad crap and it's leaking into the ether. I'm kind of, you guys lose me sometimes with this stuff. Wooster says, I don't really care that books are late anymore, but I could see how some people are. I don't care really if I back a book that's late, just as long as somebody's transparent with me. That's why I'm fine with Ethan being late, because Ethan's doing draw streams every day. He's uploading pages every day. He always tells us the progress of his books. And we see Ethan, we have a direct line to him. He streams all the time. He streams weekly. He's very
somebody said
transparent
some
with
shit
us.
like that about Leroy, like, oh, well, at least he's putting up updates. Well, it's like some people, it's not good enough for some people.
I mean, what then what would be good?
I'm
for
not
people?
making that argument. I could give a fuck.
But I'm saying I like when people like Ethan they put out all these frequent updates. We know what's going on, but then when I'm not fine with it is people like Elliot, where there's just never an update, or people like
seriously,
Huerta, never an update.
Can I say something, Nasser?
Yeah, go ahead.
In the case of Elliot, it's disappointing because I like Elliot. I like his personality. I like his art. How long ago was what?
Elliot.
Oh, that was
that book.
That was 2019.
That book is it's a ways back, man.
That was early 2019. What?
Cash Grab was 2019.
No, I thought that was 2020. I thought that was last year.
Oh, February 2020.
So Doom Kicker officially closed July 28th, 2019. That's when the full campaign ended. May. Yeah. And but when it comes to something like this with Doom Kicker and Elliot, I like Elliot. I'm looking for reasons to give him money.
Came out in 2019, bruh.
Oh, was that when it officially ended?
No, it just started. It had to be up.
No, it looks like here the cash grab was March 22nd, 2020. That's when the full campaign ended.
Mm-hmm.
March 22nd, 2020. Yeah, it probably launched in January.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but like for Elliot, I'm looking for reasons to give him money. I like his stuff. I like him.
Me too. I've given him a lot of money. We used to be cool, but just I don't know, man. I would really like to see him come back, and I think I mean I almost want to call this easy. It might not be easy, but I think what would be the best thing to do, I guess I'll put it that way, is just tell us how many pages are done, and then put out whatever pages you have, apologize to everybody for everything that happened, and then try again. Like, it's just, I talked to Elliot, and this book was supposed to be originally 48 pages. I know I've told this story a lot, so sorry guys, I'll try to keep it short, but basically Elliot was talking to me in private. He's like, I think I'm going to extend it to 100 pages to give people that value. And I was like, hold up, Elliot. You set a deadline for 48 pages, not for 100. Your deadline's staying the same. You're giving yourself more work. You're going to pay more for printing and shipping without getting more money from people. You budgeted for this. Don't do more. And then you're going to pay your letterer. You're going to pay for this and that. Keep it 48 pages. People are absolutely fine with 48 pages from you, Elliot. And he said, no, it must be 100. And I just think Elliot's too hung up right now over, I promised 100 pages and I can't do it. Elliot, just whatever you have, even if you've got just like 30 pages done, just put it out. Just tell people you were in over your head. Do 30 pages. Put in some making of material in the back. Get it out. You could turn this around. That's why, a lot of people were mad at me for because I would do these streams about Elliot, but then when it came to Rob Willis, I had a conversation with him on Twitter where I said, I believe in you, man. And people are like, why do you believe in him? His book's late. It's not out, blah, blah. And I said, well, I believe in him because people believed in me and gave me a chance, and I was able to turn things around. And I said, I think if Rob Willis puts in some effort right now, he could get his book out maybe by the summer, and he could try and turn things around. I want to believe in people. I want to believe people could turn things around.
Yeah.
And I think Elliot could turn it around. I think Rob Willis could too. But they actually have to put in the effort, because you can't just say that forever. Like I was telling people, like, look, I'm not going to say I believe in Rob for forever. Like, if it comes, like, if the summer next year comes and there's still no progress on Shinobi Sasquatch, well, then I gave up all hope on it. But
yeah,
I think he could turn it around.
I've spoken to him as well, and I spoke to him on Twitter, and he's got another project that he wants to do that I'm even more interested in. But I'm like,
really?
Dude, I can't. I love what I'm seeing from Shinobi Sasquatch, but I've got to get that in my hands before I do anything else with you. It's just I'm looking for I'm looking for this. People are coming into this movement. They are coming in and being a part of CG to give their money to. They want this stuff. There's a lot of great stuff out there. I've got stacks of stuff, Nasser. I got stacks of stuff. I don't even have time to read everything, but there's just stacks of stuff that's coming in. I love showing off this shirt. I've got the Salamandroid shirt. I've got the Cyberfrog shirt.
You know what? I'm wearing my
Cyberfrog
shirt right now. Actually, see.
Yeah, see, people are wanting to do this, and no, I'm not a creative person. I got slammed for that after Ethan saying he's not a creative person. He doesn't. Okay, no, I'm not. Okay, but at some point in time, the muse has to quit speaking to you, and the work has to be accomplished. Okay, and to get that stuff out there, I know people have all kinds of different processes and stuff. That's cool, but the work has still got to be out there. I keep hearing Ethan, or is it Ethan, or somebody's talking about Todd McFarlane. Maybe Dan Fraga has said that there's no slow artists. There's just artists not at their board working.
That's McFarlane. I've quoted that a bunch of times.
Maybe it was from you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's there's no slow artists. You're just not at your board. You're just not at your table. You're just not there working and putting the work out. And nobody take this the wrong way. I know people work, and a lot of these guys are bivocational. They're doing art on the side while they're working at the arcade, or they're doing work on the side while they're working for a marketing company or whatever the thing is. But man, it's just like, that's why I mentioned something with Ethan. It's like, what happened to just putting out the initial 48-page or 64-page book, getting that done instead of a 100, omnibus type style book like what we're dealing with here with Elliot. It's like, just get this book out, get people a
He
taste
put
of
Works
it.
and All out there, didn't he?
Say again? Oh yeah, I got that. I got that too. Yeah. But Shane had, I think Shane had so much success with Inglorious Rex because, number one, it was a concept. To me, it's a concept I want to see, and I like Shane. But he was riding on the heels of Starlight Cats getting in everybody's hands. They knew he was delivering. They knew the work was coming out, and they knew that it was getting into people's hands. And there was that type of confidence going forward. And that's what people want. They want that type of confidence. I know Graham Nolan, the Chenu. Boom. I'm with Graham Nolan until he stops putting stuff out, because number one, he delivers. Actually, he delivered before his campaign was even done for Chenu, because I got the Snow Globe Chenu thing before he even finished the comic book and put that out. Then I got his comic book, and then every week on the Chenu and currently on Alien Alamo, every Monday, I think maybe he's missed one or two. I could be wrong with that. But every Monday there's an update. You know where you're at. You know what page he's on. You know what he's doing. That inspires confidence. That tells me, hey, this is a person that I want to give more time and money to. That's just how I feel about it.
And also with the McFarlane thing, I just wanted to say, because when I actually did a video about Rob Willis one time, and I actually pulled up the panel that Todd McFarlane was at, where he said there's no such thing as a slow artist because nobody's there drawing like,
yeah,
see how slow my hand is moving.
Yeah,
but a lot of people still misconstrue it, and they're like, well, if you're Scotty Young versus Todd McFarlane, you're not gonna both do like a page a day. And I was just face palming. I'm like, the point isn't you get a page a day or a page and a half a day, or because they were like, well, some people could get 2 pages done in a day, and some people could only get half, and that's fine. But the thing about no slow artists is that if you're there at the table drawing every day, you'll have something to show for it over a period of time.
You would have something for a weekly, or if not bi-weekly update.
So that's what annoys me about people like Elliot. They won't even tell us how many pages are done. That just makes me think he's just not at his desk drawing. He's just doing whatever else, or taking on other commissions, or just doing anything.
How did you guys get together and start talking about what you're talking about right now?
I put the link in the chat because none of my guests came on, and
you just showed up.
Yeah.
So you really got a freaking grip against this thing here.
What?
Okay, you get books, everything's good now. Like, where does CG go after that?
What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
Yeah. Crowdfunding. You get your books.
Okay,
Everything in about a year or two right now, everything's stable, everything's good, everybody's getting their books, everybody's figured out how to get the logistics going. If that's even here, we're not in a socialist autocracy, technocracy. and we're still kind of independent and stuff. I mean, one complaint leads to another. I mean, you want to find a complaint, you're going to find a complaint eventually. You're talking about unfulfilled books or whatever. You hear with Nasser. Nasser fulfills books. Nasser, I'm ashamed of you, Nasser.
Nasser does.
You're just stroking your own ego right now. Like, yeah,
I'm
I
not
can talk
stroking my
all the
own
shit
ego.
I want because
This is just the topic people are interested in.
Yeah, no, you're interested because you're like, yo, I feel really good about this because I do my job and I do it
His
well.
damage control to avoid from what his dumb little friend did and how much of a coward he is.
Hey, Ethan.
Hey, Testify HD. Hello, Nasser.
Can you
Hello, my good friend.
Testify, Ethan? Jerk here.
Hello, Comics Exposed.
Hey.
Smack Testify. Why? What's he doing?
You wear blonde wigs. You wear blonde.
It's just
when
Testify.
you see,
Nobody likes
when
him.
you see a hoe, you smack a hoe, Ethan, right?
By the way, Finatra's drunker than a skunk.
I
Him
am
and TJ
so
were
drunk. I'm
going
sorry.
over
Yeah, he sounds like he's
1977
drunker
El Dorado commercial.
And by the way,
That was
Ethan, I'm
good.
wearing my Cyberfrog shirt. I love this
Oh,
thing.
hell yeah. That is a good shirt. I'm glad you got one of those.
Yeah.
We only got
Beautiful
like
shirt.
extra small of those left. We sold out of that. That's great.
Yeah. So how are you doing this morning, E?
Oh, just goofing off, not doing my work,
Not doing
anything wrong. Just doing what I always do, just fucking around. No big deal.
Hey, Ethan, I've really been appreciating those draw streams.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that. It's fun. I mean, turning on my camera and doing a draw stream is something I'm starting to do, and I'm letting. I've been hesitant to do it for two reasons. One, because again, it's like a big reality of my life has kind of come out, and I've let people know Ava's autistic, and so I oftentimes when I'm drawing down here, and Ava will come down and want my attention, and she requires a lot of care. So I don't really like to just turn on my camera and let it run in my studio because there's personal family stuff that goes on.
Yeah.
But we are doing that a little bit more. And the other thing is, I do believe it's boring. And when I have my camera on, I feel like I need to talk, and I can't just focus. I can't just be quiet and work. So I've got to be entertaining. I tell people it's going to be boring, so I don't have to talk and I can just draw.
Expectations aren't that high.
People do expect you to talk about what you're doing and stuff. So it is work. And the other thing is I just show finished pages. So, I mean, that's.
I think it's awesome. I love that stuff. Before
Ethan, answer for your crimes. You had you have literally had under 1,000 viewers on Thanksgiving weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
People
happening?
have lives.
Why is that a crime?
Right.
What's going on?
Well, no, I mean, look, a couple of things. First of all, I have been taking the piss lately. It's like I title my live streams boring things. I just go, here's another boring live stream. There's no compelling thing. I'm not being a good YouTuber. Being a good YouTuber means doing what you're supposed to do. It means saying, this live stream is going to be about, this topic and this topic and this topic, coming up with a lurid, interesting title that draws you in. I'm busy. I'm not really focused on YouTube too much, to be honest with you. I'm really working on fulfillment and working on Wreck Planet. Now, when I do come up with a great title, we get 1,100 people in like normal. When I do say burning bridges and laughing at meltdowns, boom, the chat's full of people. People want to see that. When you have a good title, when you get when you promise something exciting, people show up. All of these things. But the point is, I'm pulled in 8 different directions. You guys know that about me.
Nasser's sitting here feeling good about himself because he fulfills.
I never said anything like that. You're trying to make it seem like I bragged on myself. I never said that.
He should feel good about himself.
You are totally stroking you.
I am not. I am not. The only reason we're talking about any of this is because people have been interested about.
He brought
the
Comics
topic.
Exposed on here so we could talk about how good he is.
I didn't invite Comics Exposed on. I put the link in the chat because I was awkward and solo, and I was like, well, none of my guests have showed up. Here's the link in the chat, and then Comics Exposed
should be
came
proud.
on.
He's put out so many campaigns. He should be proud of that. That's work done. That's accomplishment. He should.
Yeah,
be
you
proud
came
of
on
that.
here to tell him that because you have confidence in him. Like, yeah, Nasser, tell me about people who fulfill their
Sinatra, I'm ready for you to go to sleep,
don't.
bro. I'm ready.
Why are you guys fluffing Nasser for?
I don't need any fluff, please. I don't.
He doesn't need any fluff.
Fluffer Boy 2004 in effect.
Yeah.
Anyways, Ethan, so what are your thoughts on all this? Were you watching any of the stream?
No, I tuned in and I saw, you know, that you guys were talking about this topic, and I was like, I think I'll pop in there because it's interesting. And also, so I've only seen about 2 minutes of the stream. I don't really know what you guys are saying. I watched a stream by Critical Blast that was called Late, Later, and Latest. This is just going around. I mean, this is what Comicsgate wants to talk about right now. Comicsgate wants to talk about fucking late campaigns, and that's I you know, the narcissist in me thinks it's all about me. You know, me being late. It doesn't really matter. If I were on time, it wouldn't be an issue. But it's me.
If you were on time, Ethan, people would find just other things to complain about. I mean, you already saw.
That.
First they said, where's Cyberfrog? And then you're like, here's Cyberfrog. And then they're like, oh, but it's not good. And
where's
then they want to complain about
Cyberfrog?
and then they're like, oh, but what about the pages? They're a little wrinkly, or I forgot what they were saying about the stock you use fluting. There you go.
Here's the thing of common sense, Nasser. You'll never make everybody happy, no matter
Why
what
did you
you
leave?
do.
Why you want to leave now? Because Ethan's here, you fucking clout chaser. Fuck outta here.
Why is everybody mean to Testify HD all the time?
'cause it's
He's
fun.
not even doing
It's so
anything.
fun. It's
My
really
good
good.
friend Testify HD. What's going on?
All I'm doing is trying to get these guys to see if every channel in CG is talking about they're watering down this whole late book thing. They've been going at this now for 4 weeks.
Yeah,
4
it does
weeks.
seem a little organized. Like I said about a month ago, I was like, things are really peaceful and nice. Like in comics,
I remember that.
I was like, what? It's really calm. I'm sitting here working. I'm feeling pretty good. I don't have any anxiety. And boom, it all hits all at once. Like there's an organized campaign between like anti-Comicsgate and then some good Comicsgaters, and of course the SJWs all working together, pushing extra hard. And 2 days ago, like honestly, I get anxiety every now and then over just all of the stuff that we've got to do. I mean, it's All Caps Comics is a lot of work for just me and Andrea and sometimes Michelle. So yesterday or 2 days ago, I was like, I feel like mentally unwell right now. I really do. And I was like, I'm going to go on a live stream and I'm going to beat the shit out of a bread tuber to make myself feel better. So I did. I took one of these guys from Forced Adversity and beat the living fuck out of him. I mean, I raped him on a stream for like 30 minutes and just.
Was it rape or real rape?
Dude, it was fucked up.
It was brutal.
It was me being about as evil and cruel as I can possibly be to somebody. I mean, really just eviscerating him for my crowd. And I felt better. I mean, after that was over, I was like, feels good.
Good,
so, yeah. I mean, I watched that guy beat up Anglantine, and I was like, come to me. Get over here. I mean, he got Anglantine in a really great way, though. He was just like, so Anglantine, what race is Superman? And Anglantine goes, he's white. And he goes, no, he's Kryptonian, bigot. And I was like, damn, God. Dude, that's bread tuber style shit.
Was that the same guy, Little Movie Perp?
Yeah, same guy.
Okay,
yeah.
I hadn't seen that.
He was boring when he got on your channel.
Well, anyway, so.
Those guys, Forced Adversity, those guys are so just, it's cringe and pretentious. It's just.
They're not smart.
Well, they're liars, and all of their, it's
like
they're apparently they're terrified of me, and it's just like, except Little Movie Perp was kind of cocky. He's like, I'll talk to him. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Well, when you got time to think about what you're gonna say and you typing it out, you sound, you got time to think about what you're gonna say.
Well, they do live streams and they do these organized takedowns of Comicsgate that are just
he
based
was
on,
happy
like,
to
I
be
watch
with
it
you
and I
on the
go,
stream. He's like, I might eat this stream. I don't know what to say.
I go, all of this shit is lies. Like, it's all answerable. This is all lies. It's just that you need to talk to me, and I will.
I'm done with all this argument shit.
Well,
Adam D says Vanessa did the exact same. Where's Expendables? And then when she gets it, I don't like it. And it's fine if people don't like the book when they get it, but I just feel there's too many people that just do it disingenuously. Like, where's the book? And then it comes out. Oh, but it's not even good. There's fluted pages. It's just too whiny, and I can't honestly believe a lot of
I don't like
stuff
fluted
people
pages.
say when the book's
I can't. I hate fluted pages. So
that all of this stuff. Look, I mean, we're feeling around in the dark, right? So we know from Blood Honey, first of all, we know what the complaints are going to be. We're going to try to fix them, and it's good. I mean, just the ridiculous whining. There'll be more ridiculous whining about Wreck Planet, but some of it will be valuable for the third issue. It's like now we're using better paper stock. oh, the story ended in like not a convenient. Okay, so we're gonna make the book bigger. It's gonna be a complete story, even though it has a cliffhanger at the end.
F3 still.
Yeah, it's gonna keep. I mean, every book is gonna be like a long movie with a cliffhanger at the end. That's kind of the plan. It's an installment.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I was gonna throw a monkey wrench into it. Did you guys hear that Jack Dorsey just stepped down from Twitter?
Really?
He wasn't. He didn't really have that much pull anyway.
Yeah, no,
He
it's
was a guy.
making national news right now. It's starting to circulate.
Is wokeism dying?
No, he's just stepping down as CEO. That's all that's happening. But I don't know what that will mean or what it leads to.
It's never good. It's better the devil you know.
Yeah, that's exactly how I'm
thinking. It's better the devil you know.
Why?
Yo,
Anyways,
Nasser Rabadi, you didn't fucking understand the first 3 hours I had to deal with somebody telling me that it's either you or testify, and I said if I get rid of one, I'm getting rid of the other, and I don't think you fucking understand.
You're losing me, Finn. I don't.
Nasser, I wasn't even in the chat at all when they did this vote.
No, fuck you,
I don't know what's happening.
But Finatra, shush. You're a little drunk.
No, I was gonna say I spent the first 3 hours of my show talking about somebody pressing me up against Nasser, and I'm like, well, but you like testify. So if I get rid of one, I gotta get rid of the other, and that's the kind of predicament I'm in. That's what I want to talk about Nasser with, actually, because Nasser, you're fucking hurting my brand.
Brand, okay. Anyways, so
No,
a lot of what we were saying right now, Ethan, before you came in, was me and Comics Exposed. We were just talking about campaigns like Doom Kicker, or Sovereign, where it's years with no updates, and that's when people get frustrated when something's late. And I was saying that I really don't care if a book's late, just as long as people are being transparent, and that's why I like that we always get updates from you, Ethan. You're always posting pages. You're doing draw streams. You show us all the packages going out. You show us the warehouse. Like, I just love that stuff. I love that behind the scenes stuff. I love seeing the updates from you. But then I just get furious with people like Elliot, because Elliot, the last 2 times he updated his campaign this year were only when I did streams about him that got like 500 plus views.
Yeah.
And it just shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be like, I got to do a stream about you and get attention to this campaign that we've gone 8 months without an update. Then that's what gets you to an update.
Sometimes it's hard to do an update when you have nothing positive to say. Like the thing with me, it's like, you want to see a page? What do you want to, what people want to know from me is, when is it done? Like, how much longer? How many more pages? When will it ship? And it's like, I don't know. And I don't know. And you want me to say that every day? I'm not sure. I'll know when I know. With Elliot, it's like, what's going on? Well, I'm deeply in debt. I've spent all the money. I'm scrambling around trying to. I promised too much. It's like, it's an awkward thing to have to post and update all the time. It's easier to hide. It's cowardly to hide.
It is, but I mean, I think people at least deserve to know. I mean, he at least needs to tell people what his plans are now. He ran out of money. He promised too much. Well, then what do you plan to do going forward? I mean, there's definitely a way to at least try and redeem yourself, and that's just put out however much of the book is already done. Apologize to people, be transparent, and just try to do better next time if there is going to be a next time, and try to prove yourself.
We do agree on that.
So, determined
Can we get back to the why Leroy's a fucking dumb shit?
Fuck you.
Leroy's not a dumb whatever. That's his choice, man.
Oh no, he's a dumb shit.
Oh, that's way too personal, bro.
It's not personal to call someone a dumb shit. It's just an insult. But why testify? What's your theory here?
Because somebody threatened him. He deletes his whole entire YouTube channel.
Yeah.
No, testifies
pretty pathetic.
Testify, you're a fucking dumbass because Leroy's a dumbass for having people not be able to count on him for doing what he does, because he makes people he does do a good job at what he makes people money.
No, you got to say it in the past tense now. He did a good job, but then he took his ball and went home.
You know who doesn't do a good job? You and Nasser.
Nasser does a good job. I will say Leroy said from the start, he said, if this gets to be stressful in any way, I'm going to quit. And, some people have more to lose. Testify. I'm a public person. I don't really give a fuck anymore. You probably don't give a fuck. And but I mean, some people are like, hey, I'm a teacher in my real life and I have things to lose. And getting threatened in any way, is it worth it? He's not. These people aren't activists like we are, and we're out there. I mean, I'm not saying you're an activist, you're like an asshole, but I mean, I'm out there, this is the purpose of my life. I don't think it was the purpose of Leroy's life. I think it was just a hobby that he was engaged in.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
The Comicsgate spirit flows through him, though. You know what I mean? Like the
Take another
excitement.
shot of vodka, Finatra.
Go fuck you. The excitement of CG.
It's not cool whenever you're doing something and you're trying to have fun and you're doing it for the fun of it, and then it just doesn't become it's not fun anymore. Yeah,
but that's the
dark
internet.
And twisted
Comics
and
exposed. I mean that it's like originally it's like, hey, let's do this. Let's craft one comics. Immediately it became like fuckheads. I mean, Testify is sitting here with us now, but it's like Testify's a fuckhead who again stressed people out. It's like. He made this like not fun. He made it kind of like a real problem where people like were unhappy and quit. And, it was largely Testify's fault.
You think Testify did this to Leroy? You think he gay opt him or something?
No, I know who it was.
I sent him 1 gallon thing of orange paint to Liam.
God,
okay.
No, that's deep lore. Testify. People don't know him.
I know.
Hey, Ethan, it was an actual CG creator that actually was threatening Leroy.
I think so.
Yo, hold up, man.
Yo, hold up.
Not a creator, not like me or Shane.
I don't think you fucking know. I fucking said 100 times if I want to do my show without if it wasn't for fucking Leroy. Let me answer for Leroy right now. He said a long time ago.
What is he drunk and babbling about?
Yo, shut up, you fucking cracker! I'm talking right now.
You a cracker.
Yo, fuck Testify. Fuck you. I ran 2 polls. You'll get kicked out of my channel before Nasser does. And what I got to say is that Leroy, he done way better than fucking all these other assholes wanted to do. He did it right. He did the best he could do. He's got his own he's got his own ways to fucking think. I don't give a fuck. Leroy Leroy's fucking dope. Leroy's pretty good at what he does. He left. He didn't want anything to do with it.
Again, say it in the past tense. Remember.
And you know what? Yeah, he's dope. And you know what? And many people were counting on him, and now he's not here. And I think that was the selfish thing he did, was because people were counting on him actually, because he actually.
I got to be honest. Right. I listened to the show for Vanessa. If you want my honest opinion, I don't really have an opinion of Leroy.
He let Vanessa.
When Vanessa talks, I listen.
Credit for that. Well, I mean, he platformed Vanessa.
Yeah, she could just pick up the show and be the leader of the chat. She
talks. Yeah, she's good.
I like her.
So, do you guys want to listen to any more of this video?
Leroy makes people. What? How much he made Ken Rocafort on his own channel? I can't do that for anybody. 10 G's.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man.
Money
Leroy talks, bullshit walks.
Or something, dude?
Yeah, we're fucking every night. Money talks, bullshit walks. You coward. You ain't done shit for anybody except motherfucker. You done told me on Last Man's show, like, hey, don't you know hanging out with me is detriment to your reputation? And I said, why am I hanging out with you, you fucking cocksucker? And now you want to sit here and talk about what I'm doing here? What the fuck is you doing here? And you need to step the fuck away or motherfucking go fishing and bitch about how you don't eat fish. Why the fuck you fishing? What the fuck is your existence anyway?
Please just chill.
Just let it happen.
What are you talking about?
The fuck you Testify and Nasser Rabadi.
I'm gonna
and
go.
Nasser Rabadi.
It's too much with Sinatra. I like Sinatra a lot, but he's out of it.
He's just
Sinatra, sober up, pal. We love you, but you're a little bit you're out of line.
He lost me. Anyways, do you guys want to watch more of this video here? This is for anyone just tuning in or didn't see, this is just some clips here, I guess, from Leroy's stream.
It's a quick summary of what happened. Basically, he started complaining about the late books thing, and all the little whatever you want to call them anti-CG people were just fluffing him up, and he just made it worse on himself.
Hey, before you restart that, Ethan, what you were saying earlier about there being a bit of like a peaceful lull in Comicsgate.
Yeah.
And then now this is kind of riding the wave. Like there was no drama. I think this is a particularly different situation with this being so dramatic and riding the wave of everything because of what it is, of how it's affected people, especially those people that have invested in stuff and back stuff. I just kind of see it as a kind of like a perfect storm of that, and that's why it's riding so high right now. It's just my view.
Yep, I agree. I understand.
Anyways,
but I mean, there's a difference between people who are backers who are concerned, right? And
Right.
then there's a, when backers are concerned, then it makes our enemies, the SJWs, very happy. I mean, they love it. They're like, oh, comic skaters are fighting again, and they don't get along, and all this bullshit. And I don't want to make them happy. So
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna play this
because of Cecil.
For the people who discover CG and they're like, I don't do crowdfunders, like, I don't blame you, homie. I don't blame you at all. Because it's like, these fucking people cannot turn around work in a timely fucking manner. And like I said, it's not like I don't have a fucking heart and like I don't give a shit, because I just want people to be fucking honest.
It's not just the big creators.
It is not just the big guys. Absolutely. We hear more about the big guys because they're all, 6 figures and above. But yeah, there's plenty of other campaigns that are just as late, if not later.
Yeah, so like if you look at all this together, so like I'm just frustrated. I mean, we're all pretty much in agreement what's the biggest thing that's wrong with Comicsgate, right? But we see creators fire up the stream. What's wrong with Comicsgate? What can we do better? And it's like,
get your shit out.
Fuck. Like we've been talking about this for a year. The streaming. Would we be frustrated of the streaming if there weren't late books?
It's called Comicsgate, not Streaming Gate, right? Like the comics at the end of the day are the most important thing.
I like that she said that. I was really into that.
Hey, pause that, Nasser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I understand what she's saying there, but in this is a unique situation where the streaming fuels everything.
Well, that's
so
the
much
thing
of
that,
it.
yeah.
It's both. It's a catch-22 for most.
But you would have some people, Comics Exposed, who would be irritated by the idea. Some people within Comicsgate, that Comicsgate is about the comics being the crowdfunded comics. There are people who are just like, this was meant to be, a consumer movement, an advocacy for the consumer movement, in which case it's all about the streaming. It's all about YouTube. And all of a sudden it's a marketing arm for comics. Okay. So clearly there are 2 different audiences, or maybe even 3 different audiences, but there's one audience that's like, no, it should only be about YouTubing. There's one audience that's like, it should mostly be about the comics. And then there's me who's like, no, it's got to be both. It's like, it just has to be both. It's part of the job.
The only way to get away from this is if more people in Comicsgate or just independent creators in general find ways to be able to continuously market themselves outside of active live streams. And that's something that the CG, especially, I'd like CG to actually learn more about how to do and how to move with that going forward.
Yeah, I agree.
It was by the way, I just looked at the Finatra stream. It got taken down.
That's probably for the best.
Oh, the one we were EFAPing?
The one. No,
he was streaming us
today.
Oh, anyways, I was just gonna say it was always weird to me the people that were like, "This is a consumer movement. It's not about Indiegogos and stuff," and they got mad at people crowdfunding, and I was just like, "But if it's a consumer movement, what's wrong with giving the consumers what they want?" And it was just, and it just seemed to me like all those people were just people that wanted to just complain about Marvel and DC all day. But anyways, let's continue this video.
Without books in hands, what do we have to talk about? Vanessa, do you think 675 people watching now is the indicator of our mood, or do you think it's just circuit like?
Oh no, it's definitely an indicator. When last year, if you would tell me that Ethan would be doing an art stream without 1,000 people at least in there, I'm like, he used to not start streams until about 1,000 people.
Well, that's not true. The auction streams never had 1,000 people in there. That was one of the frustrating things. Like we've never been able to do that. When I talk shit, I get 1,200 to 1,400 people. When I do auctions, 800. And that's just because people are aware it's going to be nothing but shilling. Some people really like it, but we don't get the same amount of people in there for an auction. But this was definitely disappointing. Less than 700 people. I was like, we're in real trouble.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
I'm seeing the total amount of stuff that you guys sold. The Mike Miller world, when they do their auctions, they would die to have that much money being thrown at them.
That's true. Smiller auctions, they're like $75 for like 2 8x10 full figure drawings. Well, Smiller, does he still do those, or is he?
Yeah, no, they still do them.
Yeah,
they do auctions,
comic
art auctions. I haven't seen them do one in forever. Because they used to do their drawn and quartered, and then like the next Friday, the immediate Friday or Saturday, they would be auctioning them.
It's been a while since I've seen it, but the last one, they actually had some really good art they were trying to sell. They couldn't get $50 for it.
That's just
Smiller
wrong.
turned everybody away, and I actually had posted this on Twitter, but just a couple days ago when I was at the bookstore in the mall, I found some of Smiller's Injustice hardcovers in the very discounted items bin, and it was the hardcover volume 1 was like $8. Everything Smiller does, it just goes down in value.
Well, like I said, I'm selling all of Miller's NFTs for 10 cents on the dollar.
10 cents on the dollar, really?
Yeah, I'm going to undercut him. I'm going to take everything from him.
Well, how are you doing that?
You just screen capped the little image you did, and you just say, "I'm sell this to you."
No, you can't do that.
I don't know. I don't know what about that stuff.
Finatra's trying to come back in, but I'm not going to let him in. Sorry, Finatra. You're just go to bed, buddy. Just yeah, you did not seem like you were in the right state of mind to be on here, Finn. I don't know if he was.
Yeah, no hard feelings, Finatra. No hard feelings, bro. Just
sorry, Finn. He's saying some stuff in the back room that he's all good to go, but sorry, Finn, I can't. John Delaro says, I'll buy the NFTs for 0.034 Smillerium, which is going to be valuable any
day now.
What are the NFTs? Who's making NFTs?
We're making fun of Miller.
No,
he says he was selling Smiller's NFTs for 10 cents on the dollar.
Lethal Diva says a lot of the art being auctioned this time was shit, though, Ethan. In all honesty, it was almost like being treated like a joke, which made the whole thing suffer. Yeah, agreed. And this is the whole thing. Yeah, I think John snapped too. Like John started out with like a tracing of a penis, and then suddenly he comes up with like a pretty nice one Punch Man. But then again, people say One Punch Man doesn't fly, and John went shit. Like he drew it wrong. But initially when we first started out the auctions, they were a joke. That was the whole thing. Like, we're auctioning off the ashes of my soy pants that we burned. And that's how it used to be. And then gradually over time, we started introducing real artwork, which is kind of what I do. I if I have something real, I put it up there. But there's still people who want to take it light and take it easy. We just didn't have good stuff this time. I mean, I didn't even have anything really to auction except for that trading card. So, fair enough.
Lord Nemesis says, as a collector, I don't mind the late books. I consider them in safekeeping until I get them, with the exception of those books I won't be receiving ever because of creators not completing a project. Yeah, there's unfortunately there's a few out there, like we said, like Critias and Andrew Huerta, that aren't going to be putting out the books. But yeah, I really don't care if the book's late, just as long as I know I'm going to get it because I'm seeing updates. But let's continue this thing.
That's the stardom.
Starting off with Nasser is not very good street way to start. We talked about that earlier.
You ain't never lied.
This is true.
Doesn't help that.
Is it? What do you think, Ethan?
Oh, people did say, as soon as I saw Nasser was on there, I tuned out. And I went, I really don't get that. I mean, whatever.
Come on. That's done. I mean, it's time to move on.
Yeah, there are a lot of people who, I mean, just, I don't know. People who just don't want to forgive and move on.
Yeah. Nobody's allowed a redemption arc? I mean, come on.
People are like, he's just going to do it again. Listen, Nasser, you fuck up again, you're gone.
Yeah,
I know. I'm not.
This is your last chance.
I know.
Right? So, I mean, people kind of know that about Nasser, but he's still trying to win back trust. and it is what it is. But I mean, yeah, the idea of being like Nasser's there, I'm not tuning out. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do about that. Really, I'm doing my best. I told Nasser in a year if he behaved himself, he'd be back on the streams. He'd be back making 5 figures again. He's making 5 figures. He's got a good book. He's working hard. I don't know what else to do.
Thanks, E. And we've also got the Cyber Monday deal. Not to we'll come back to this. I do think I need to take just a second to chill, but let me share my screen here and show you guys. Now, this dog right here says if we don't sell out of the Cyber Monday tier, he's going to kill Chomper. So Chomper needs your guys' help. He needs you to save him.
I love that dog, man.
We've got the Cyber Monday sale going, guys. It's $100. It's our featured tier. You get a Stardust first print, Trixie Kane Blood Reaper. You guys get a Sile. You get Secret Comics Presents. You get Creepsters, and you get the toy. Look, if you guys just got Creepsters and the toy alone, that's $60. That means all these other books are $10 when they all go for more than that. Like the Stardust first print and Trixie, each of those easily go for $25. You guys are getting a great deal here with the Cyber Monday sale. So check that out. It's limited to 50. We've got 48 of them left, but they're only available until midnight tonight. So there's not a lot of time left for this deal. So please go get it, you guys. And let me take this back over to YouTube so we could get back to EFAP.
I gotta put stuff on Comics Exposed wall. Do you need some posters? I mean, I got.
Dude, that's the wife won't. No, not here. This is my bedroom. So
I got it. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have an office yet, so sorry about that.
I was to give you credit, Nasser. You got your pitch down under a minute. Good job.
Yeah, way to go. Yeah.
All right, guys, let's get back to the EFAP here.
Some of the first few pieces were a mockery. Sorry, Malin. Sorry, Cecil. It put a damper on my interest. The auction is slow and boring. He's had the damn page up for 12 minutes. There you go. F Nasser. Yeah, I agree. But that's just me. Yeah, I saw the update from where to put out an update. Yeah, so did Cal. Cal put out an update. Like, just like maybe you shouldn't put. Maybe at some point you just say you're not getting this book and just leave.
Yeah, that's horrible for Cal, man. Cal is just stuck. There's nothing he can do. He's waiting on Rob Willis. That's horrible. That's a horrible position to be in.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't know. Rob says there's a lot of pages done that are penciled but not inked. I just think Rob needs to just he's just got to bust them out. Just draw them. Just give them to Cal.
Yeah, it's that book sold because I mean it's the art that's selling that book. Sold that book. So Cal's like, damned if he does, damned if he doesn't. He's in a no-win situation, just waiting on Rob with that.
Anyways,
Ethan, did you wear sweatpants on Thanksgiving?
No, I had to dress nice with people over. Yeah, I dressed up.
It just came to my head.
Why did you?
No, I had to dress up a little bit.
Was there any leftover pie, Ethan?
Oh my God, dude, the house is full of pie right now. No joke. I mean, it really is. We have like 3 pies that
I'm jealous.
Uneaten. I'm working on it.
Hey, Nasser, this comment from Critical Blast, an update every 2 weeks. I am waiting on Rob Willis. Is that really something that he should do? I mean, that just seems antagonistic and counterproductive.
No, I mean, look, I've read a lot of Cal's updates on Shinobi Sasquatch, and it's a lot of it is him having a meltdown, and he's even said in his updates, and we did a stream about this. He's like, if you hire Rob for a cover, I'm going to tell everyone I know not to back you, which was really soy to do. But no, I mean, that shouldn't be the update, but he should at least be transparent, like, as far as what's in, what's not in, and what he plans to do for the backers. Because he can't just say, well, I'm just waiting for Rob. Well, what do you plan to do about this? Do you plan to renegotiate with Rob? Do you plan to do a new contract?
Did he pay Rob up front? Did Rob get a big pile of money up front or something?
Yeah.
I think he gave Rob a few thousand up front, and I think the rest is supposed to be upon completion.
Yeah, he's got to put him on a page rate. I mean, I do that even with Dale Keown, and I respect and I'm afraid of Dale Keown, but he's working for me, and it's like he gets paid when he gets paid. He got we made a deal for this cover, this big 2-page cover that he did, and it's like I will give you. By the way, me owning the original art is part of the deal. for this particular piece. So I said, you'll get half of it when it's completed and half of it when I see the artist shipped to me. Because I mean, get lazy about shipping things out.
Smart.
And I waited. 2 weeks. It took him 2 weeks to like send it out. And I was like, I'll pay you. That money's sitting here, big pile of money for you when you put that in the mail. He finally did. He got paid, and that you got to work that way with artists. Even if the artists are great and you love them, you respect them, it's carrot and the stick. It's got to be.
So Ethan, Nasser, both of you, are too many of these people starting the campaign just entirely wrong in that regard? Like what you're talking about, they're not giving some type of small incentive up front, but then the regular pay comes when the pages are in my hand. Are too many people starting their campaigns wrong in that regard? They're just like, man, let's do this, and you'll draw all this, and I'll pay you at the end. And
so partnerships are a bad idea. I hate to say that, but it's somebody has to be the leader. Somebody has to be the person who's holding the money. Okay. So, the writer, if it's the writer, the artist has to be worked for hire with a bonus or something that maybe equals out. But that's the only way. When you have a partnership like Nasser and Donald did, it's going to be a disaster. One person ends up holding the money, but they both have equal power. It doesn't work like that. It just cannot work. So, for somebody like Cal in the Sasquatch book, Cal has the money. Rob Willis is the guy who's drawing it. Maybe they're going to split the profits down the middle, but Rob's money has to be portioned out as a page rate. Has to be. So you're getting $400, $500 a page. You want $1,000? You got it. Give me a page. I do that with Kyle Ritter. Kyle, you can have as much money as you give me pages for. You want it. You can have it. You can do one page and I'll pay you instantly for that page, or you can wait 5 pages, whatever it is. And I know I'm going to constantly be getting work from him that way. The work is going to get done because he needs to eat. So that's kind of the way I think it should be done. If you paid Rob a big pile of money, he's going to go through that money and then he's going to be looking for other things to do to pay his bills. And it ain't going to be your work.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Cal said something to me the other day on Twitter. He said something like a mistake he made was not having a contract. Please, you guys, have contracts. I learned it the hard way. And like Ethan said, partnerships, just don't do them.
They don't work. Yeah.
It's not going to work out. Somebody's always going to get the short end of the stick. Just stay in control and just have a solid contract. Work out a plan, a method, work out however you guys are going to approach this thing. Because otherwise, if you're just uploading a few pages to the Indiegogo and launching it and nothing's in writing, and it's just going to be a disaster. And if you give, like Ethan was saying, like pay upon completion, or work out a way for them to just do the pages, and then once they turn it in, then they'll get paid. Because otherwise, if you give money up front, and I've experienced this too, they'll have your money and they have no reason to do the work, and they'll drag.
So Ethan, like say hypothetically, you hired me to pencil something. So you wanted me to do, how would this process start between you and I? How would it start? I turned in a page first, and then I get paid?
Yeah, we established what your rate was. Usually what I like to do is I like to offer a completion bonus at the end. So let's say that, if we're doing a 40-page book, you're getting 40 grand and 10 grand at the end when it's done. So in that case, and I've already planned to pay you 50 grand for the 40-page book, let's just say. So in that way, I'm saying you're getting your page rate, which is 48 or 40,000 divided by 48, and at the end you're going to get a pay every time you turn in a page. If you want, we could arrange it so it's every 4 pages, but it can be every page. I don't really care. I don't mind hitting PayPal and sending it to you if you want $400 or $500. At the end of that, you're getting a big fat pile of money. You're getting an extra 10 grand, which means you're going to finish the book. And if you don't finish the book, if you do 39 pages. Or 47 pages and not that 48th, you're not getting that 10 grand. That's how to get the book done. And you can arrange it that way. Just plan as an artist. Just be like, I've got, even if it's $10,000 to pay this guy for his book, I'm going to say he's getting $9,000, but there's $1,000 at the end of it as a completion bonus. And you're going to get the book finished. Jackpot at the end every single time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everybody works differently. So just, if you guys have somebody you want to hire, figure out what's going to work best for the both of you. Figure out a schedule of they need to turn in this many pages by this day, at this rate. And Ethan, that's a really clever thing about that bonus idea at the end. I never thought of that. I'm thinking
because a lot of
to
people just kind of will flake in the middle of a project, right?
Yeah.
That's a common thing with artists. So if you've got a big jackpot at the end of your project, they're going to get that project done.
Yeah, completion bonuses are nothing new. Like Donald Trump was known for that a good bit with real estate and building and development and stuff like that. He would be under budget and all that stuff, and people made money because they would
from
get jobs.
comic books to Trump now. Whoa.
Hey, go back to sleep, Testify. We'll talk to you later.
Whoa.
But no, that's awesome. And I think that apparently Richard's doing something right too, because he seems to have just a gamut of artists, and I mean, stuff gets done.
You got
and he's got something.
Yeah, you got to know how to do it. You got to know how to feed artists. Because
Yeah.
I mean, I'm an artist, and I know if I have a 48-page book to do, and you just give me a big pile of money all at once, I'm gonna flake too. And people go, well, wait a second, we did give you a big pile of money. I don't get paid until I turn stuff in. I get paid from the business. So I'm not sitting here with a big pile of money in my bank account. Andrea has it in the company account. I don't get shit. I don't get any of it.
Well, it's that same way though in like real life. Like when I start a job, I don't get paid till 2 weeks later or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm doing the work. Not that there's a same comparison, but the principle's the same.
Yeah, you got to be motivated by something.
The chat wants us to get back to the video, so let's start playing this again.
I mean, I don't have money in Sonobi Satchwatch, and
Is that little hayseed?
Because I don't think I could be that pissed off for like over 2 years and be Comicsgate still. Like some of you guys are long sufferers, that's for damn sure. Oh, that's only going for $430. Shit, somebody's about to get a steal. Yeah, there's a lot of things that's indicative to why Ethan's view count is low right now.
Look, I forgot how much for the hoodie, but he turned around and sold it for cheaper on eBay.
Yeah,
that is not true. That is a lie. That is a fucking lie, Leroy.
That's what I thought.
Where are they getting that from?
Well,
Why do they think you sold it cheaper?
I do not know.
Wait, what they say? I missed that.
Hold on a second here.
What he's saying is Ethan put I think it was a sweatshirt or something. I think that's what he just said. He put it on his eBay store cheaper than when they had to buy it brand new. And I knew that was false.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's true. I'm going to look real quick and just double check. But hold on a second here. In any case, when it comes to clothing, and you've only got a few left, yeah, you clear that shit out. But pretty sure I didn't do that to these guys.
Paul in the chat says 40K for 40 pages is $1,000 a page. I think that was just an example, Paul. Let's see what else people are saying. No, you guys are in like the middle of like 50 conversations. But Lord Crackhead 33 says people are always going to work harder with an incentive. It's true.
It's true.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start doing that for and then you'll get a completion bonus. I think I should start doing that. KSSS is 40-page book. I get 40K. I got to get a job working for Uncle E.
No, you just got to be an artist that's has that kind of value.
Yeah, like that. I mean, that's not an uncommon page rate. Honestly.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
John Delarose says, I am making the quaff work for slave labor, and he's okay with it because he's used to it in his home country of North Korea.
What the world?
Yes, it is true.
North Korea.
Okay.
Yes.
And guys, don't forget to back Creepsters. 16 days to go. Max must save his sister Emma from the sinister Creepsters that wreak havoc on the seaside town of Perdita Cove. And there's the link right here, you guys. We were just looking at a brand new page from it today, and maybe we'll pull it up again in a little bit here. Ethan, did you check out your eBay thing? Did you see what he was?
Well, I'm trying to find it. I don't even remember where I sold the initial where I funded them, but I'm trying to find it.
Hey guys, hit like on the video. There's been a lot of great information shared here just in the past little bit.
Yeah, we got 74 people in here, guys. Hit that thumbs up. Share out the link to the stream, please. Let's see what everybody's saying here in the chat. You guys are in like the middle of conversations. Sometimes it's hard to keep up with the chat when everybody's talking to each other. Determined Sheepy says, well, we can't all work for Ethan. We better fight it out. Ethan, how would you feel about that? How would you feel about having like a big arena, and you've got people in there that they've got to fight lions to work with you?
I don't think it's necessary.
Squid Game style, Ethan. Do it Squid Game style.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's necessary. We've got enough people working for us right now.
The Lethal Diva says he might be talking about the Black Flag sale.
No, I've got a sale. The hoodie is on sale for $50 right now. So I'm trying to find what I originally sold it for. I know we took it and we put it up on eBay for $60, and then we knocked it down to $50 for Black Friday. So, I mean, was it always $60? I can't find it. I can't find where I was selling it on the campaign. It wasn't Rec Planet, was it?
It wasn't an add-on, was it?
I don't know.
Black Mercury, thank you for $2. Just as Kick Nasser. Thank you very much, dude. Yeah, you guys should all send me $2 super chats saying Kick Nasser.
We try to be conscious of that, though. We try to never sell it for less than we sold it to the backers. That's, that doesn't happen. It's just a good policy not to do it that way, too.
Sketch the Rapey says justice for me. Paul says, I wonder if a quality artist will take $150 a page. At least that's what I hope to pay for a future campaign.
Yep.
Yeah, there's money that would take that. Wooster says,
Ethan, you're talking about the hoodie, right? The Cyberfog hoodie?
Yeah.
$60 is what the campaign was on your on the Warts and All campaign.
It was Warts and All?
Yes, sir. Underneath your
shit, they're right
caps.
then. He's absolutely right. I'm selling it for $50 right now.
Yeah, that's what that was on the campaign page, $60 USD.
So we never raised the price from that to eBay. All right. Fair enough.
Foiled again.
Just seems kind of petty to complain about that. I don't know.
Yep, $60. I found it. You're exactly right. Well, it's $50 now. What's left is the remainder product is $50.
Right, you live and learn.
Yeah. Anyways,
I'm sure there's an honest mistake.
I'll jack that price right back up again. $70 now.
70.
All right, let's
do it.
Thing.
Yeah.
Hoodie.
Yeah, he did it. Nolan calls it out. Bullshit. And it's
Yeah.
bullshit. Like I paid however much I paid for the hoodie, and it wasn't a little bit cheaper. It was like $20 cheaper. He sold it on eBay. You're a backer. You're making it happen. You should be getting the best. Like there's no excuse for you can't do that. Like, what's the point of me backing the Ethan campaign if I could hold off and get it cheaper on eBay later?
Yeah.
And then I'm also
I do agree with
upset
that.
with Ethan for this.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
I agree that I agree with them. And I'm not coming at you, Ethan, but any campaign, I feel that I should be getting the most exclusive version of whatever it is for the lowest price it's ever going to be offered.
Well, I mean, again, we try to keep the prices above when we sell on eBay, above what they normally are. It's a little bit trickier when you have clothing items, though.
So this is one thing you made a mistake on, and they're harping about it like it happens all the time.
It's $10. I sold it for $10 cheaper. It's a big deal. That is a big deal. But I mean, it is on eBay. It's the same price. It's $60 on eBay as it was on. We didn't raise the price when we moved it over to eBay. So I mean, I could raise the price now. Maybe I will. Maybe that would make Leroy happy. $70 now.
Mr. Donk says, "Arg, I hate deals, Leroy."
But we never do it with comics. I feel like clothing items don't rise in value. I don't know what it is. I feel like, you watch clothing, clothing that's already been sold, apparel, you kind of, don't you lower the price on that, but you raise the price on comics?
I think so.
I certainly don't mind making it $70 or $65. That's perfectly fine with me.
You're not pulling the Liam Gray on Xenotype. Before the book was even shipped, he literally discounted it like half price, and all the people that bought it for full price got screwed.
For real? I missed that. I didn't know that happened.
That happened.
Vicky, you're not supposed to do that with the books because all right, look, there is a difference. Here's the thing. There's a difference between like collectibles, comics, and toys, because a lot of people buy those and those increase in value. I don't know if clothing increases in value. I don't know if it's an investment. Yeah, I know what you're saying, but it's like when it comes to comics, we try to find a ceiling. Like if Cyberfrog Rec Planet comes out, we're going to market it like $60 for the book, even though people paid $25 for it. And that way, people who want to sell their copy have a big window of profit between $25 and $59. They can undersell us and still make a decent profit window. But again, I just don't think those rules apply to clothing. It definitely applies to toys, and things like that, collectibles. But a T-shirt, I don't know.
The only way it would meet or be worth something money-wise for apparel is if it was numbered and there was only so many of them made.
Yeah.
And then when you have it, you never wear it and you forget about it. It might be worth something more than what you bought it for one day.
And Dino says, "Shut up, Vicky. You don't even buy it." Vicky, prove him wrong. Back Creepsters right now.
Back Creepsters,
please. And the Comics Exposed says, "Thumbs up the video, everyone." Thanks.
I like Detective Peak said, "I just disliked that for that request." Comics Exposed.
Oof.
Oh, vicious.
All right, let's continue this thing.
A lot of people aren't as forgiving with him on his late book as I am. And he's like, I've heard him call him like, this is just an asshole. Like, he's for a super chat asking about the book, or he gets irritated, annoyed with people. And it's like, these people, they paid to get the book made, and they're upset, and they have a right to be upset.
So we're going to have Ethan in campaign mode for these freaking PVCs. Jesus. Listen, we're not getting Wreck Planet this year. It is.
I don't like Vanessa anymore.
Not anymore.
Why does that? Thought I was going to put those PVCs up on Indiegogo, and I'd be campaigning for them. No, they're up on eBay. The collectible PVCs. We decided not to do too many more like PVC stuff on Indiegogo. They should have been part of the Cyberfrog Blood Honey box campaign. But the problem is that eBay has a way better way to distribute or to fulfill toys. They're able to dodge certain taxes to Europe. They make it really simple for the seller or something like that. So I mean, we would rather just sell like toys through eBay, frankly, going forward. And then like eBay charges you out of your eBay. I don't even know how it works, but it's really easy. We just ship to a central hub in New York, and they ship over, overseas.
Lord Crackhead 33 says eBay shipping is cheaper too, right? Is it?
I don't know. I mean, we ship like when we're shipping to the United States, and it's something heavy like the hardcover book. We just ship priority. It's $14 for the box. But I mean, to ship overseas, I don't know if it's cheaper for people who are receiving it, because we have to ship it to the central hub in New York, and then they ship it overseas. And I think the buyer gets hit with that additional charge. We just never see that additional charge. Like, we don't have to worry about it.
And Mr. Donk says Vanessa wants to speak to the CG manager.
By the way, I don't call there are just some people who are. It's like if you can complain without being an asshole, and some people are assholes when they're complaining, and it's just they're super rude. They get personal, and stuff like that. And it's like, hey, settle down.
All right, let's continue this thing.
People were asking Ethan about this, but like, hey, why don't you work ahead? And he's like, well, I don't believe you should, because you're crowdfunding it. They're literally paying you to make the book, so don't make the book ahead of time. I'm like, ugh. Humming, it's hard.
Like a lot of people think it's so easy to get the whole book done ahead of time, but it's not, especially for somebody like me that you got to pay somebody out of your own pocket. Like, I'm not an artist. I can't just draw my own book and be like, well, here it is. Now let me sell it. No, sometimes you gotta pay for what you can, and then do the crowdfund.
Well, I mean, or you don't have to use crowdfunding at all. If the book is finished, then print it and put it up on a website or something. I mean, that's what there are people who are doing that right now. Crowdfunding is so that you can raise the money. Theoretically, crowdfunding is so that you can raise the money so that you can make the product. If you already have it done, I don't quite know your crowdfunding just printing costs. Printing costs are nothing. It costs absolutely nothing to print a comic book. You're trying to determine through crowdfunding if your idea is even worthy of doing. It might not fund. All of these things factor into why you're crowdfunding. The idea of having a book finished and ready to go before you start a crowdfund, I guess it's nice. It diminishes the entire purpose of what it's for.
I don't understand why people wouldn't crowdfund, period. Like when Doug Ernst put out his second book, Soul Finder, he didn't do a crowdfund for that.
Oh, there's people trying to reinvent the wheel all the time.
I don't understand that because, as Ethan just pointed out, I would still want that. Even if I had the book done, the second book done and paid for, and I had the profit from the first campaign, I would still want the money from the second campaign moving forward, because it not only would it raise the funds, but it's also a marketing engine too. And why would you not reimburse yourself with a second campaign for the second book? I don't get that.
I don't really get it either.
Yeah.
There's just
we don't have solicitations. We don't have any of the normal means of marketing, so that you don't know how many you're going to print. You have no idea if this project again is even viable. There are all these reasons for crowdfunding, and crowdfunding before you even start a project. I mean, frankly, you should start it, get it underway. But there's a difference between not starting at all and then having the book completely finished. I guess both of those things are equally undesirable as far as I'm concerned.
Mm-hmm. And right here,
you understand.
Black Mercury says crowd funds rarely see marketing after they are done. The point is whenever you use a platform like Indiegogo, any previous campaigns that you have are now email lists to buyers, like literally buyers, a buyer's list. So you should do additional, no matter what you're crowdfunding, you should do additional posts and updates, because you're not just reaching whoever's looking at the current campaign, you're also reaching people that have backed you on previous projects. And that makes what you're doing a marketing list that spans and goes further than just what your current campaign is.
Vicky says crowdfunding isn't supposed to be a perpetual motion machine. Disagree. Yeah. I mean,
no offense, but yeah, disagree.
No, I just mean what else is there? I mean, look, I mean, that's where people like to go to buy books. They like to see that they're a part of something. They like to see the number go up. It's a great way to sell your books. And then once the campaign's over, you do like what Ethan does and you sell them on eBay. I mean, it should be a perpetual motion machine.
Vicky Verse, yes, you can and you should create your own email list. That's what kind of frustrates me with so many creators, independent creators, period, is they don't know how to market themselves. They do not know how to brand themselves and how to market themselves. And outside, yes, it's all part of it. It doesn't have to be just Indiegogo specific or just YouTube specific. But people, they don't know how to do that. So they go with what they know or what they see other people doing. But there is a completely larger marketing world outside of all of this that more creators should be taking advantage of. But this is just a first step, at least for a lot of people.
Wilberforce Wooster points out something. A lot of people are like, Brian Pulido has it right. Brian Pulido gets it. And that's right. Brian Pulido, he's the guy who told me way back when, he said, I don't even know why. I said, why aren't you working for DC or something? He said, are you fucking kidding me? He's like, the crowdfunding is where it's at. He's like, this is what I'm doing. And everything that he does crowdfunding and he does YouTube. His YouTube channel sucks. He gets 3 people watching his promotional streams.
Right.
But it doesn't even really matter. I mean, he's doing both of those things. He's got his fan club, and they will buy everything that he does. And suddenly he doesn't just decide to stop crowdfunding. He's crowdfunding all the time to get stuff done.
Full Custom Hot Dogs says take out radio commercials, spread the word.
It doesn't seem like a good idea.
Because Critias did that. Mr. Unifui says Amazon. Nah, like I think he means Amazon is in like put these books on Amazon, but I don't think so. I mean, it wouldn't hurt, to have your book in another place where people could find it, but people, at least what I've noticed from the audience I try to market to, they all would rather back on Indiegogo instead of Amazon. Because even a book like Asile that everybody roasted and everybody was like, Asile sucks, I don't like the art, and they told me that. I mean, that outsold each of my books on Amazon. So I don't know. I
thought it was called Asshole.
Oh, shut up. So I don't know. Anyways, let's finish this. We've only got like 20 seconds left.
Dan, guys, I'm an artist. It's so hard to draw frogs and trees and muscular men with guns. It's hard. It's hard work. It's like when people were going outside and picking cotton and they weren't able just to leave their job because they wanted to.
Are you kidding me?
That's how hard it is. Suck.
Anyways,
I'll just leave that. I mean, there's. I have no comment. I'm like stunned by that. That is an absolutely stunningly arrogant and stupid.
And that was
ignorant.
on the Leroy stream that people threatened him on.
Vicky, get right with Jesus. You go fucking draw frogs and trees. It is hard work. It's a different kind of hard work than picking cotton. I'd certainly rather be doing this than that. But you can't do it. And neither can 99.9% of people out there, which is why people pay me to do it. Shame on you.
Shame.
Oh, that was Vanessa. I mean, not Vicky. My bad.
Yeah, Vanessa. Yeah.
Oh, Vicky had some really choice words for you on their show last night.
Fuck Vicky.
All right, guys. Here's the latest Creepsters page. Look at this. It's Fangs versus Chomper. The battle for Perdita Cove begins. This is page 34. We just got this one in yesterday or the day before.
Vicky said living rent free. You are, sweetheart. You are. You're welcome.
Alrighty, guys. I got to get going. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you, everybody, for joining me on here. And share out the link, please, even though we're ending, guys, because I'm sure everybody will want to catch this on replay. And have a good rest of your day, everybody.
Take it easy.